Alright, it is post time here on Photo Finish Live. Major race. And the way they go here in the Pinnacle Championship. And it's King Roger from in between horses who shoots out to lead along with Maccabi Lefty. And it's Molly Quirk also up there with the top trio. Then it's FOMO again down at the rail. Back up third, fifth place, that's Nero. And it's Franck in sixth here with about 5 to make up from the early leader. As they head to the opening turn, quarter in the books, 23 and change. We're heading 5 furlongs, left turning on the dirt, blinking it's over. And Maccabi.
What's up, my homies and fellow racing fans? It's time for the third time Derby race. This season's Derby race that you had to qualify for by earning your way with points through qualifying races. And we only got 1 minute and 10 seconds before it starts. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. True Stoner was first one here as usual. We got Spaced Ben here. We got Alejandro. We got Mr. Marquez. Greedy One's in the house. What's up, Greedy One? What's up, Kobe Collects? We got BD Hinders here. Good luck if you guys are in this race. I went through and picked a horse to bet on. It ended up being a sloppy track, and there's only about 4 or 5 horses that prefer soft turfs. So I think those are the ones that are the favorites. Waterloo Sunset here's a soft horse that is an S plus tier from Secretariat Stables. So there's some bets on that horse you can see right here. But I went with, who'd I go with? I went with Sunny Afternoon. 2 stars in soft, 2.5 stars on right and turf. So that was a horse that I decided to put my money on. I even went big. It's the Derby race, so I decided to bet big. I bet 5,000 across the board, win, place, or show on Sunny Afternoon. I liked the name too. Oh, by the way, what's up, Mo? I haven't even said hi to Mo yet.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I'm in audio hell, man. That's why we started a little late, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. We're good to go. Hopefully you're good to go on this race and we don't get road because it's race
Nah,
time.
yeah, we're good.
Good luck,
Wait,
y'all.
hopefully it runs. Loaded for me. All right, they're online.
And they're off, and my audio's messed up again here tonight. Must be something on their side, but here we go in the third time Derby. And it's Tesla 2 who got out the best of it along with Waterloo Sunset, and Alpha Boom runs along in third. And on the far outside, it's Megatron and Bartoli, and Set Me Free runs along in sixth here. In the clubhouse turn, they go in this 10 furlong right turning affair on a sloppy turf track. And it's Tesla 2 still continues to show the way. And we break a 3, that's Bartoli on the extreme outside, running out of the 14 hole. Don't see 14 horses too often, but we got him here in the Derby, folks. As we cross the wire for the first time, everybody wave to your leader, Tesla 2. Tesla 2 now challenged on the extreme outside by Megatron, who wants to challenge for the lead here. And it's Maccabi Fields now also advancing from the back of the pack, along with Serena's Gift down on the rail. Also jockeying for position, that Space Milk now looks for clearance on the extreme outside. There's more horses than meets the eye here, folks. Half mile and 49 change, and they are rolling. New leader is Megatron, as he leads the way here by 3 over at Tesla. Tesla now is tucked in down on the rail, looking to buy some time. His Mighty Brand now steps it up and moves up into second. And a break of 4 now between horses. That's River Boom and Serena's Gift. Jockeying here, 3/4 in the books though, 114. As we make our way into the far turn, it's still Megatron showing the way. Tesla looking up to challenge again here for the second time. And it's Space Milk now, moves up into third alongside Serena's Gift. And it's Megatron with a half length, but Tesla 2 now with that awkward eye contact that Vault loves so much. But it's Megatron who still holds on as they hit the top of the stretch and head for home. And now it's Megatron, but Waterloo Sunset is interested. Waterloo Sunset now takes the lead with Sunny Afternoon down the middle of the track. It's going to come down to the wire with Sunny Afternoon and Waterloo Sunset, but it's Waterloo Sunset over Sunny Afternoon, and Megatron couldn't hold on there. And it's 17-7-12, order of finish.
Well, congratulations to Secretariat Stables gets first and second place in this season's third time derby. Wolof pulls off the third place. The horse I bet on took second, so not bad at all. Sunny afternoon there. And Waterloo just came out of nowhere. I did bet sunny afternoon across the board, and there were a lot of bets on that race. So I'm curious to see if I was able to eke out any profit on my gamble. Let's go check that out. And then all of our horses that were pregnant just gave birth, so I want to check out my foes. I want to check out my new horse that is now of age to race for the first time. What's up, Dennis O'Connor is in the chat. Ahoy, ahoy. I thought it was just hoy, hoy. I do it the Dutch way. The Dutch guys taught me hoy, hoy, but now it's ahoy. I thought that's like a pirate thing, ahoy. Do you know any Dutch, Mo? Am I saying it right? Hoy or ahoy?
Ahoy is Dutch? I don't think ahoy is Dutch.
No, oi, oi is Dutch. That's how they say hello. Oi, oi.
Oi! Like oi!
Yeah. Oi, oi.
I don't think that's, no, I think that's like Australian or something, isn't it?
That's ahoy. I don't know. All right, guys. I did actually eke out a little bit of profit there. I got a return on my bet. I bet on sunny afternoon across the board, and he took second. I don't know if it was a he or a she, but they took second. So I did get 800 back on that, and I got 300 back on my show bet. So let's go. All right, we're about to check out these horses. I'm kind of excited. I get it from Burns and Simpsons. Oh, it's a Simpsons thing. That's a whole completely different thing. My bad. We have some Dutch homies in the VB community. They always tell us to say oi, oi whenever we walk into their Twitter spaces. If you could walk into
Hey, because it's the whole thing like Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, I definitely remember that. That's from every World Cup I've ever seen.
Yeah.
All right, we got a new horse. Whoa, Cheesy Hair's newest foe is an S+. We got another S+, and it's a filly. Let's go. That's what I was hoping for. Looking good. He's got some nice stars on its preferences, too. I should have some more foes, too. Harley Quinn's foe came out as an S-tier horse. Has some nice stars, I guess. 1.5, 1.5, and 2 stars. It's a coat. Should be interesting. And another horse that I bred was my Fast Break that had 3 stars on all of its preferences down here. Kind of doing a little bit of experimenting. Let's see, where's Fast Break's foe? Fast Break's foe went from A- all the way up to A+, and look at them stars. They're not looking bad at all. So I'm kind of trying to breed up from Fast Break down there, who's an A- mare with great stars, great preferences. Try to breed it up to an S tier horse that will also carry over those stars. Doing a little bit of experimentation. I think it turned out all right there. That's not bad. I'm not sure what I'm going to name these horses yet. It's going to be a couple weeks before they're able to race. But I do have my Hot Sauce S+ horse that is now 1 season closer, 1 week closer from being able to race. I'm excited about getting him on the track. And then we have also Awkward Eye Contact. Everybody's favorite horse, Awkward Eye Contact, is now of age to race. Let's see if we can find a race to put him in. I don't think so. I mean, I've been trying to look for races to put my horses in, but they all have the same preferences. I might just race them against each other. See, he needs right, dirt, and firm. I'm going to click on the Find Recommended Races. That's the easiest way to find races that your horses are able to enter. Here we go. Yeah, DJ Money Maiden. I forgot they have all these maiden races. Let's go. I got 1 spot left, too, so I was able to get in there with Awkward Eye Contact. That should be an interesting race. And you got anything going on in your stable tonight, Mo? Did you have any good foes turn out well?
I'm looking through them now. There was one I had that was ready to race today, and somebody actually hit me up on Discord. I meant to make a little video about it earlier today, but there is a way to enter your horses early.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so basically you just, like you could have went to right, dirt, firm, right? And pick a race that you want to join. When it says join a race, pick one of your other horses, and then when it goes to the confirmation screen, just take the horse ID from the page and then swap it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it works. It'll actually put them in. It'll show the 2 years old.
So it's a little bit of a hack there. Yeah, that's
a little bit of a hack.
You definitely need a video for. Speaking of videos, make sure you guys are subscribed to Mo Knowz' channel. He just put out a video yesterday that was very informative. The link is in the description. He puts out a lot of great content about Photo Finish Live. And we got the man Froey Comey in the chat. What's up, Froey Comey? I got your background. Got your Ultraman background behind me. He says, what's up,
Fro man?
Well, what's up, Mo? Just tuning in. I'll figure I'll hang out and listen to the live stream while I'm working in the office today. I appreciate you hanging out with us. We're about to have another race going off here in about 2.5 minutes. We got a DJ Money Maiden going on. And I think these were all the people who knew that little hack because they were able to get their new horses into this race 3 minutes, no, I guess 9 minutes after And entries closed 10 minutes before race, so they would have had to know their hack because this is 9 minutes after all of the horses came of age. So I feel like they had to enter these horses early to get into this one. Am I wrong?
That is true, actually. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, so we know who knows the hack right here. These are the homies, the OGs. All right, this is the DGen Money Maiden with the hackers. The 5 furlong soft turf. We got Bella Gloss from Pocono and GBT Racing. You'll have Zaltana from Golden Stables, Zyra from Absolute Horsepower, Farniente from Pocono and GBT Racing, and a shot in the arm from Secretariat Stables. Secretariat Stables just took first and second place in that third time derby. I'll be picking some horses, some stallions to breed my mares with tonight, but I'm going to be holding off on Cheesy Hair because one of the OGs in the community, one of the better stables, contacted me on Discord and has a horse they want to breed with Cheesy Hair. And I've been getting some great results. All three of these S pluses are Cheesy Hair's babies. So I definitely want to see what they have, what kind of deal they want to make. They said they wanted to make a deal, so I'm assuming it's like you get two, you breed it twice, and one of you gets the first horse, whether it's good or bad, and one of you gets the second horse, no matter how it turns out. Is that how they usually do the breeding trades on here, Bo?
I actually don't know how they broker the deals on this one, to be honest. I
just
know
remember
on
that from
Zed Run it
Zed.
was similar.
Yeah. That's the only reason I thought it would be that way because that's how they do it on Zed. But somebody will have a little bit of an advantage there. Whoever gets the first foal because they'll be able to race it several weeks. Well, I guess just 1 week ahead of time. So they'll just have a 1 week advantage on it, being able to race it
Yeah, I
early.
would think that, we'll see a lot of similarities, and especially the way people in the community kind of handle their stables. We'll probably see a lot of similarities between Zed Run and Photo Finish. The only similarity I hope is not the same is the success, because I hope we see a lot more success than Zed Run has.
Yeah, and Zed Run had a ton of success. So even if they match their success, would be
I don't know if
pretty
they say
good.
they had a ton of success, but they've been around for 4 years. They just celebrated their fourth birthday, and nobody still has a clue who they are. So that tells you everything I think that you need to know.
That's true. I mean, I just figured they had that deal with Stella Artois. I figured that was huge. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's been a while since they've done anything spectacular, and a lot of people in the NFT community still don't even know about them. All right, guys, it's race time. It's time for this maiden race. Good luck if you're in it.
All right. Horses are at the gate. It's post time, and I'm still trying to get lit. And they're off here in the DGen Money Maiden, race one. And it's Zaltana who shoots out to the lead along with Zyra and shot in the arm. And in fourth here early on, that's Farniente. And trailing the pack here, that's Belaglos. But they're tighter than a prom date on this one early on as they make their way into the first turn here in this 5 furlong left turning affair. Soft track here today. An absolute horsepower runner loves it as Zyra now continues to show dominance here and leads by 2 over Shot in the Arm. And right on cue, Shot in the Arm has had enough and goes right on by to take a lead of their own, along with Zaltana as Zyra taps the brakes and slides back to third. They hit the top of the stretch and they shake him up for home. And now it's Zyra down at the rail who takes the lead. Zaltana digs in here, giving its best. Shot on the arm with one more bit on the outside. But as they hit the 8th pole, it's gonna be Zyra. Zyra takes it home in the first run of their lives over Zaltana and Shot in the Arm. 3, 2, 5, order of finish.
Shout out to Absolute Horsepower with a big win there and the DGen Money Maiden. Second race of the night. It's Saturday night at the races. It's Foals Day. Everybody's excited about their new horses, I hope. I've been seeing lots of good results so far, at least in my stable. Sounds like, Mo, you're having some good results over there on your breeding expeditions.
We're having results, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we'll have to see how this horse right here is. I have a name that I was waiting to use for a while. I think I'll just go ahead and name this right now. It's going to be Mo Don't Even Know. That's how good this horse is. This horse is going to be so good. This S plus Mo Don't Even Know. Let's
Is that gonna
go.
fit?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Is that even gonna fit as a name?
It fit just fine.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Look
Mo
at that.
Don't Even Know. Told y'all.
Should have been Mo doesn't even knows.
Mo had no idea. All right, we got another maiden race coming up next. The Appalachian Maiden. Is that the next race in 15 minutes?
Yeah, maybe one didn't fill. That might have been one that didn't fill.
Yeah, it might be the next race. Yeah, it looks like a couple races got canceled. Usually they get filled up on Saturday nights. You can see all the rest of the races are highly filled up. There's one at 7:35, and then, yeah, 7:26 the next one. So we'll be chilling for a while. Thank you, Pro Economy. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I used your background. It looked good, and I put some lights up to it. Shout out to the Ultraman lovers. Lots of Ultraman fans out there. All right, time to look through my stable. Let's see what we got going on. My new
Wasn't
horse.
there like an Ultraman video game and like on Super Nintendo back in the 90s? Am I losing it? I remember playing some weird ass game and I could have sworn it was Ultraman now that I think about it.
I played a lot of games. I tried out everything I could try, but I don't remember Ultraman very much. I know everybody's like, I remember Ultraman when I was a kid, but I don't remember Ultraman personally.
I don't remember the character, but I remember playing a game and I could have sworn it was probably popular because Ultraman, people knew who Ultraman was, but I didn't.
Yeah, apparently
I gotta look
everybody
it up.
in China and Japan know who Ultraman is. He's huge over there.
Well, we need Vivi in China and Japan apparently then.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. That's what they've said about NBA Top Shot, though, since before I even found VV. As soon as I got into NBA Top Shot, they're like, as soon as China finds out about this, we're going to explode. And then they say the same thing about it in VV. I really don't pay attention to that.
The Top Shot ever hit China?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's always been in China. Was it ever not in China? I don't know. It feels like Cap to me. Feels like Moon Boy talked to me.
Well, I mean, we know Vivi's not in a lot of what's it called? Not territories, rather.
Well, I know Dance Buddha Panda. If you know who Dance Buddha Panda is, he's a YouTuber. He's been on my channel before, and he's in China, or I think, no, he's in Taiwan. Is that China?
I don't think so, because it says either like made in Taiwan or made in China.
I guess it's its own country then. Okay, so yeah, maybe China's
Actually, my
not in
girlfriend's
yet.
smart. Hold on. Is Taiwan and China, are they the same? I got the eye roll and no. Taiwan's its own country.
Obviously, we should have known that apparently. But no, I did hear the new information about China's NFT exchange. I had it pulled up the other day, but I could find it. Ooh, I just had it right here. Apparently, and this is brand new too. I think we were talking about it last night. After years, China has reversed course on NFTs with their new platform, and you can actually go to the platform and look at it. Is it this one right here? Yeah. This is another article though, but the fact is that they're being a little bit more lenient on cryptocurrencies in general. Of course, everybody's like, oh, they banned Bitcoin, but they ban Bitcoin all the time so that they can buy it for cheaper is what I've been hearing. But now they're being more lenient about NFTs, so maybe they'll allow their citizens to get into NFTs more, and maybe it won't be too centralized and they'll be able to buy stuff like VV. But then again, I think VV has made it so that anybody with a Huawei phone can't actually log in, so that might be a boundary there.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I know it was for a
the
while.
Huawei phones were like, they were a big issue with like security breaches and something, right? Like maybe like 5-10 years ago, because I used to work at Metro PCS like 15 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, I think they're banned in America, aren't they?
Maybe now, yeah. But back then, I mean, we were selling them, and I was always like, man, look at these weird-ass Chinese knockoffs.
I've never seen one before, honestly. Shout out to Big A's in the chat, says Taiwan is an island off the coast of China. Okay.
There you go. Somebody else smarter than me.
Yeah, I should have known that probably. Makes sense. It says made in Taiwan, like you said. All right, we're going to check out this race that's coming up in 11 minutes. We got some time before it happens. It's going to be a 12-furlong race, too, with only 5 horses in it. And another one of those maiden races. We got Kiss My Asatoog. From 0 to G1 is the stable name. We got Oreo Blast from Sundown Stable. Caravan from Dane K16. Space Cheese from Ben Spaced over there. Good luck, Ben. And Grift Carpet Shark from the homie Dogs of Anarchy. Good luck, Dennis O'Connor, with the Grift Carpet Shark. Can we bet on this? Oh, we got 35 seconds to pick a horse. There's only 5 horses, though. Let's bet real quick. Left Turf, Sloppy. And, all these horses are liking that distance. You got the A from Space Cheese. You got the S- from Grifta. I got to go with the S-. I got to go with the rating there. Let's try to get a bet in
Chiefs
real
got
quick.
the ball back.
What's going on?
Chiefs got the ball back. They got to win this game. Damn it.
Oh, no. Oh, the Chiefs got the ball back. I heard
Yeah,
Mahomes is out.
he got hurt, but he came back.
Okay.
I just love Trevor Lawrence, man. I was so mad the Jets won that extra game and got screwed out of the first pick, man.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
I was so bad, and we got stuck with Zach Wilson, and now we're looking for another quarterback already. So typical life of a Jets fan, but that's why I'm a Niners fan and a Bengals fan. So
Yeah, you kind of have to have more than one team if you're a Jets fan. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. VB Arcade is here. Let's go. He's tattooing. He's tattooing right now, but he's listening in. VB Arcade worked on my chest. He actually has an NFT project that if you own his NFT, you get a discount when you try to get some ink, a tattoo from him. And I used that because I own some of his NFTs and I got a discount, and he worked on my chest piece and made it look real nice. So I appreciate that, Mr. Arcade. We're going to work on it some more too the next time I'm in Vegas. We got the homie Jacob Cook in the house, owner of the almighty JC Stable, says I ended up with 3 S- foes this week. One is a Philly. Hey, you got a Philly. Let's go. That's good news. Dennis O'Connor, thank you. Appreciate you. BD Hinder says Mega Man. Is there a horse in here named Mega Man? That would be a good name for a horse. If not, what's up, Big A? What's up, Big A? We're chilling. We got some time before this next race, as you can see. I think a couple races were canceled in between, but I'm in several races tonight with my horses. I think this next one is going to be my Eka Mouse, my good horse. But the problem is, it's not her preferred preferences. It's a soft track, and she likes firm tracks. And it's 9 furlongs, and I haven't ran her that long before. I wanted to test her out a little bit at different distances. Probably should have went short with her instead of long. But it's a firm horse. Looks like a lot of these horses are firm, so maybe they'll do all right. A lot of A's and S's in this race. Man, look at me, this S plus against all these A's, 1 S minus. I better win this one. Even though Almighty JC's in this one, I feel like I should win that. This Elon Stables is interesting. I kind of want to check it out. All its horses have names that are associated with Elon Musk or Tesla or something. I haven't looked at the stable yet, though. Let's check it out.
is there a horse named Mission to Mars?
We got Model S, we got SpaceX, we got Hyperloop, Supercharger, Tesla Roadster, Model 3. Man, you're going to run out of stuff. Where's the Cybertruck? Falcon 9. No Cybertruck yet. Oh, there's the Cybertruck. 3 races and hasn't been on the board yet. Man, I'm disappointed in the Cybertruck. Let me know, Mo, would you ever buy or drive one of those Cybertrucks? What do you think about them? Do you like them? Do you think they're cool?
I refuse to ever drive a car that has AI to drive itself. If you've ever seen the show Upload, you'll know exactly why.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Yeah, it basically takes over the car, kills them. But yeah, no, like I see these cars, man. They come out, they got like self-driving car. There's like a business table in the middle of the car, and there's like 3 people just having a business meeting. You ever catch me in that situation? Just kill me. Just take me out, because that's the worst idea in the world, man. I will not drive. I mean, I'll drive a Tesla if they don't have like AI, but the Cybertrucks, I thought it was funny that the windshield broke when they were showing the demo.
That was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I don't know.
They did hit it with like 1,000 bricks before that, though, so to be fair, it did take damage before it actually broke. But
I know. I hear a bunch of excuses, but it's still hilarious. And I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I would probably drive one, but it does kind of look like a triangle on wheels, in my opinion. I don't know. But I think everything should be moving toward electric. That's for sure. So I do like that much about Tesla. And I like the idea of that Elon Musk stable. I forget exactly what it's called, but how he has all his horses named like that. Cybertruck should have been tougher, though. Dennis O'Connor
see, I kind of disagree, man.
What do you
I don't really want to get too much into it because it can be kind of a hot button topic, but
we got 6
I don't think
minutes.
EV is the way. I don't think EV ain't the way, man. EV ain't the way. The same way people want to run around crying about how oil and stuff is ruining the world. What's going to happen 20 years from now when all these batteries got to go somewhere to get destroyed because they're going to be sitting around, dude? Those lithium batteries, all the damage to the ozone we're doing by mining the lithium ion for the batteries for electric cars is just as bad as everything that the oil's doing, man. I don't think it's the way of the future, but it's a good start. You know what I'm saying? They got to figure out a way to like renew those lithium cells, man. Because if they don't, we're going to be in a world of hurt. I mean, I'll probably be dead by then, but it's going to be interesting.
That is a good point, though. What do they do with them right now?
They bury them.
They bury them, and then the lithium goes into the soil. I don't know. I mean, if they bury them and there's no repercussions for burying them, the lithium doesn't go into the soil or anything, then we got plenty of space underground. We can just bury them all day, no problem.
I mean, I guess, but Pretty
We're not
sure if
using that land.
they start leaking and they get toxic. I mean, they are batteries. I mean, acid. I don't really know. I don't really know exactly.
Man, solar power is what I would say. I hear water power. What about wind power? Shout out to Dennis O'Connor says, y'all never seen Christine? I'm old, sir. I've seen Christine, and I love that movie. I'm a big fan of Christine. Was it the Mustang, a 57 Chevy or something that's actually a villain and goes around killing people? Have you seen Christine, Mo?
The movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Rip King says, how was your night, fam? What's up, Rip King? Doing pretty good. Found out after my S Plus horse gets in this race, the second race coming up, if she wins that race, then the night will be going well. If she loses that race to these A Plus and A minus horses, I'm gonna be a little upset. Dan K says, chat winter time. Oh, who's got Dan K? He's got Caravan. I didn't even bet on your horse. No offense, Dan K. I went with Griff the Carpet Shark. But yeah, Caravan's got a good chance of winning this one. Shout out to Dan K. Ben Space is in this one. Dogs of Anarchy's in this one. Sundown Stable, that's a new stable I haven't seen before. And Z2G1. Z2G1 has some pretty nice names on their horses. Jacob Cook says, we did the same thing with the nuclear waste. You definitely can't bury that. That's the worst place to put it. Big
Like I said, man, you could show proof on either side. And I see what Big A is saying. Again, I'm not going to debate it here on stream. But trust me, there's arguments for both sides. And very good point, just same way that these generations that are 20 years younger than me are yelling at my generation and my father, their generation. They would be yelling at these kids 20 years from now. They'll be like, how dare you give us these EV batteries? You know what I'm saying?
At some point, they're not going to want to use anything for energy, and everything's going to have to go to the metaverse. Everybody's going to work in the metaverse because they don't want to. Oil's going to be too expensive, and they don't want to use up the natural resources. 58 Fury? I never.
You ever watch Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I used to.
Or listen to Joe Rogan?
Used to a little more, but not so much these days.
It was a really good thing during the pandemic. I forgot who was interviewing, but they were talking about how the pandemic is accelerating the push into the metaverse because obviously, people got used to like being stuck indoors and stuff like that. So it was like a whole pretty cool case study. I forgot exactly. It was like some doctor or somebody he was talking to. But yeah, there's a whole big discussion about how it's like accelerating the push into the metaverse with the pandemic and stuff.
It definitely was. That's kind of why cryptocurrencies and NFTs went up in value so much all of a sudden. Dame K says, never bet on my horse. I'm going to have to start betting on your horses every once in a while. Have you gotten a chat win yet, Dame K? We need to get you some chat wins. We got Pure Chaos in the chat. What's up, Pure Chaos? Dennis O'Connor says I was a teenage anarchist. The revolution was a lie. Let's go. I was more of a conspiracy theorist. I was all about some Loch Ness Monster, definitely UFOs. Loch Ness Monster, though, I was kind of convinced. I was like, I don't know, there's enough pictures here. And that one picture they say, oh, it's just an otter jumping into the water. I don't know. At this point, though, I'm kind of thinking I was wrong, but for a long time there, I was like, yeah, Loch Ness Monster, that's real. That's one. Bigfoot, I couldn't get me with Bigfoot. But there was plenty of conspiracy theories.
You know Bigfoot's out there.
Man, I mean, maybe the abominable snowman.
What was that? You see that video of Mexico or whatever? It was like that, what the hell are they called?
Chupacabra?
Chupacabra. You ever see that video? It looked like some dude in like a suit. But I don't know, man. If that was a dude in a suit, that's a hell of a suit, man. That thing looked pretty creepy. You ever see the video?
I seen one video of a chupacabra. It wouldn't be a dude in a suit, though. It looked kind of like a sick dog to me. I don't know exactly what it was.
This thing was like, outside of like a chain link fence, like one of them night cams, and just, yeah, that was like,
that sounds scary.
It was like standing up and shit. It was crazy looking.
The special effects people can do, though, these days with editing. I look at the UFO stuff, I'm always like, let's look at anything like before the year 2000, whenever everybody could just put it into Adobe After Effects or whatever and make whatever they want. Because now these days I can do that. So it's like, if I can do that, then I can't believe that. Yeah, Dane K says we're going down the rabbit hole. We can go down lots of rabbit holes.
Yeah, we're going. We have to kill 8 minutes.
1 minute now. It's almost time. We got 1 minute before the race begins. We got Grandison Crawford in the house. Shout out to the VV Bros. What's up, Grandison? You need to check out this photo finish live game. It's NFT horse racing on the Solana blockchain. Big A's talking to Mo says just bringing out the data. I know that's an interesting argument to get into. Drew Pear says I was going to run harass tonight, but someone got her goat. Someone got her goat, so I have to scratch harass. But hey, hold on, you made me say so. It took me a second. I knew I should.
You put Ron Burgundy on us. Look at that.
Yeah, you Ron Burgundy to me. That was a good one. Don't scratch harass. Dude, I'm gonna sign up. Let's go, Grandison Crawford. It's still in beta. Pretty soon it'll go live, but now they have money races. It costs $1 to enter. If you want to get one of your horses into money races, you got one of those big horses. I don't have horses that good yet, but we are getting there, folks. All right, guys, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
Alrighty. Horses are at the gate. Thank God, 'cause I was tired of talking shit that I know nothing about. It's all hearsay, but see you in 20 years, chat. 5-horse field, locked and loaded. And away they go here in the Appalachian Maiden. And out to the lead from in between horses, that's Grifta, Carpet Shark, and Kiss My Asatugi. Oh, Space Cheese, not sure what I want to do with that name. His Caravan also got it well and runs in fourth. And Oreo Blast in last here. Only about 2 lengths break up front to back, as Space Now pokes a nose in front to take the lead. Space Runner, rather, Space Cheese, sorry, a little thrown off here. Quarter mile in the books, 25 and change, and it's Space Cheese now shows the way as he takes the lead back from Kiss My Asatugi. And I think it's Kiss My Asatugi now over Caravan down at the rail, stalking the pace here. Spotting them 2 lengths as Oreo Blast and Grip the Carpet Shark have a race of their own here at the back of the pack. And right on cue now as we make our way down to the backstretch for the first time. It's Kiss My Asatugi, who shows the way by 2 over Grip the Carpet Shark. And Grip the Carpet Shark now wants to mood up a little bit here and challenge as they pass the wire for the first time. But it's Kiss My Asatugi who still shows the way. It's Grip the Carpet Shark, 2 lengths now over Space Cheese who runs along in third. And it's Caravan also just trotting along here. Nobody's in any rush. As Caravan's in fifth here and Oreo Blast still watching from the back of the pack with that beautiful 2-tone skin. We love to see it here on the track. Wish I can get a horse like that. 3/4 though, and 117, and Grip the Carpet Shark now is your new leader. At even money here. By the way, don't forget to bet on the races, folks. Trying to see what it looks like with a little bit of liquidity. But it's Grip the Carpet Shark who has some money behind him. And rightfully so, as he's winning the race here with a 3-length lead over Space Cheese. And further down on the rail in between horses, that's Caravan Oreo Blast who starts to proceed from the back of the pack as it's Kiss My Asatugi, the one-time leader, has now tapped on the brakes big time and is running in last. Back to the front though, it's a 1-horse race. Grip the Carpet Shark is the one to catch. As Space Cheese still continues to move along here, about 2 lengths off the rail as they cut the corner and head for home. And it's Grip the Carpet Shark. His biggest concern right now is staying on the horse, but Space Cheese is digging in, trying to make it look good. And Caravan down at the rail, hands up, says, "Look at me, I showed up." But Grip the Carpet Shark takes this one easily over the field. 5-4-3, your order of finish.
Shout out to Dogs of Anarchy. We got Dennis O'Connor in the chat. That's a chat winner. Let's go. Gets the victory on that 12 furlong long race. Grifta Shark? Is that his name? That's the horse we bet on too. So let's go. Grifta Carpet Shark. Dogs of Anarchy gets first. Spaced with Space Cheese gets second. And Dane K almost took second with that. Caravan Horse took third place. So a lot of homies in the chat placed on that one. That's what we like to see. We got another race coming up next. This one's got my best horse in it, so it should be interesting. It's got Ika Mouse, my favorite horse, my S plus. Looks like it's about 5 minutes before that race starts. I think that's the next race. I could be wrong. Rose Rock Handicap. Yeah, 9 furlong race. Several horses in this race. I see Almighty Jacob Cook is in this one. Elon Stables, Big Z. Not many people from the chat in this one, so I won't feel bad when I win it. I hope anyway. This is my new horse. I just bred this one and named it Mo Don't Even Know. It is a filly. I'm super excited about that. I got 2 S plus fillies now. I'm hoping to be able to get their stars up. Mo, let me know, what do you think? What should I do when it comes to these S plus tier fillies? Should I keep racing them? Should I race one of them? Should I retire them? Should I retire one of them? Should I start breeding with them and try to work my way up? What would you do if you were in my situation?
I mean, if they're from the same parents, I mean, I'd probably retire one and at least get a filly to start breeding. This way, however many weeks we got left, you could take advantage, you know?
That's true. That's true. That's true. They do have the same parents. They're both S plus. They're both the same preferences. I might even go ahead and retire Mo Don't Even Know because he has the better star, or she has the better stars. by half a star and try to breed her up. I don't know. I want to race them though. They're S pluses, so they're probably gonna do really well. What's up, Genuine in the chat? Let's go. Yeah, Grandison. This race is gonna be more exciting because it's a shorter race. That last race was the maximum distance, 12 furlong, and only 5 horses in it, so there wasn't a lot going on. And
yeah, I was just trying to freestyle anything to say at that point.
Yeah, I know sometimes you have to whenever there's
Without
only
getting
a few
canceled.
horses in there. And if you are looking for horses, tonight is Foes Day, so there's going to be a lot of new horses hitting the market. I know whenever I signed on, Power of Ragnarok was at the bottom of the list, so all these horses are newly listed. You're going to want to find fillies, and we're going to talk about breeding. Big A mentioned that we didn't talk about breeding yesterday when we said we were going to. Sometimes when I say something during chat and then the race is over and me and Mo get going, I forget that I had to go back and talk about something. But you definitely want to learn about breeding a little bit. Granny says, where do I sign up? The link should be in the description. It's beta.photofinish.live. You can see it right here. And then once you sign up, you'll get this Derby. Derby is the currency here. And you'll get like 200,000 or 250,000, and that's free money. And you'll use that to buy horses off the marketplace. You're going to want to find fillies because, as we'll be talking about here in a second about breeding, when it comes to breeding, you got your fillies and your coach, you got your females and your males. Whenever a filly becomes of age, it turns into a mare. Whenever a colt comes to age or retires, it turns into a stallion. So on this game, the only way you can breed is if your horse is retired. You can't breed horses that are racing. So once you want to start breeding it, you got to stop racing it. What is cool though about these horses is once you retire them, let me find one that's retired down here. Once you retire them, you'll get to see these stats. These stats are hidden while they're racing. But once you're retired, you'll be able to find, do they have an S plus on their stats, on their speed, on their finish, and we know that the horses, we think that the horses with the start are the better sprinters, and the ones with the better finish are the ones that are better at distance races. So the fillies are always more expensive because whenever you breed them, the fillies, you get to keep the horse that you breed. Whereas if you have a colt or a stallion, you have to put that horse up for studding on the market. People pay you to breed with it, but they get to keep the baby. The only way you get to keep a baby is if you have the female horses. That's why the fillies and the mares are so important.
Keeping my baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping my baby.
And also, one thing to know about it would be you want to try to match up your preferences whenever you're breeding. If you have a a mare that you're breeding with and it prefers right dirt firm, you're probably going to find a stallion that also prefers right dirt firm. And when you do, let me go in here to breeding. One thing you're definitely going to want to look at first before you breed those two horses is to look to see if they are related. You don't want to inbreed. Inbreeding bad. So you can see these are the grandparents, and if you go a little bit deeper into this horse, you'll be able to find out it looks like one of these horses. Yeah, this horse, they're kind of related there, so you don't want to breed those two horses. Anything else I should add about breeding, Mo, that you can think of?
No, I think you did pretty good. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Mo Derby.
Handshakes all around.
Mo Derby money tomorrow? What does that mean, Genuine? Mo Derby money tomorrow. You got some Derby money coming tomorrow, Mo?
Shit.
I wish.
I mean, did I not get the memo?
Well,
So-
you never know. All right, guys, we got the Rose Rock Handicap coming up next. I got my Ika Mouse horse is is the favorite in this race. My favorite too. An S plus tier horse, and it's going up against a bunch of A pluses, an A and an S minus. Almighty JC's got his horse Oath Keeper's Oath in this one. Hopefully I get the victory here. I'm expecting my horse to win. I'm going to be a little disappointed if she doesn't. Shout out to JOC in the house. What's up, JOC? I haven't seen you in a while, my man. Let's go. Yeah, they have free horses. You can just sign up at beta.photofinish.live. Get your free Derby currency, and you can buy the horses with that. Good luck if you're in this race. Here we go.
Yeah, and also to who was it? Granison, the new one in chat. Make sure you join the Discord. You can hook up with some people in general chat. They'll definitely get you some horses. Also a great resource of information. And I'm going to shut up and call the race.
Horses are locked and loaded. And they're rolling here in the Rose Rock Handicap. And it's a Colo Shows who darts out to the lead alongside J-Mike and Getting Paid on the outside. And back in third place, running up here from between horses, that's OpenAI. And Ika Mouse, crowd favorite, carrying 9 pounds. Oof, still look good in them jeans though, baby. And it's Wool Up the Banditos, rearing up the pack here as we make our way into the clubhouse turn, opening quarter in 24 and change. And it's J Mike who shows the way here over Eka Mouse, and right on cue, it's now Eka Mouse. Had enough of the back and jukes up to the front. And it's now Eka Mouse who shows the way here at 1.6 to 1, with J Mike now breathing down the throat on the outside. Awkward eye contact once again as J Mike now regains the lead. And now it's Oathkeeper's Oath in second, along with Lowman Wins. As we don't know what happened here with Vulch Runner, but he's somewhere in the middle of the pack. Oh, he's back there. He slid back to last, folks. But for now, it's J Mike. We'll worry about the ones up front. It's J Mike now, who's neck and neck here with Lowman Wins, who's running along the inside. It's Fingers Crossed who starts to advance down on the rail. As, oh, looks like J Mike might have pulled a hammy. Pulled a hammy, slides back to fourth as Lowman Wins goes right on by. Lowman Wins now, and Fingers Crossed at a 2 to catch. As Fingers Crossed goes right on by with the clearance on the rail. Rail's the place to be as Fingers Crossed now with open AI or a 2 to catch. Into the home turn we go. 3 quarters in the books, 1 minute 14 seconds. And it's Fingers Crossed now. Head by 2 with open AI right on the outside. And kicks clear for home with an amazing move and takes the lead. But it's Oathkeeper's Oath deep on the track. Oathkeeper's Oath even from the center of the track with one final run. Digs into the final 100. But it's open AI looking to hold him off. And yes, he does. It's open AI over Oathkeeper's Oath. And Fingers Crossed.
Shout out to Elon Stables gets the win with Open AI. And man, I'm a little salty.
Did that 9 pounds really do that to you? That was crazy to wait. Actually, I was calling the race, but it caught me off guard.
Last place, Genuine said that they won a race earlier today carrying 8 pounds. So that made me feel like, okay, so he still got she still got a chance. But no, dead last. Ouch, there goes my money I bet on it. Shout out to Grandison. Thanks for hanging out. If you're still here, we go live every Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Photo Finish Live, 2 hours per Friday and Saturday night. So we're live quite a bit. You got plenty of time to come by and get Mo to call your races. Everybody wants to hear Mo say their horse's name. And speaking of Mo, we got Mo races to call. It starts in 40 seconds, yo. I'm trying to get it set up real quick. Boom.
Oh, is that what Genuine was talking about? They're gonna do the Derby dollar races on Sunday night? Oh man. Yeah, I might have to start streaming that on Kick.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. Is that when the dollar races are? You said Sunday night? Isn't that like at midnight though?
Oh well. Yeah, it's prime time for me. You're probably fast asleep, but that's my waking hour.
If I had to stay up, if it was like a weekly thing, I could. I'm an old man. I have to train myself. I have to change my sleep schedule a little bit to get there. All right, guys, it's race time in this DJ Money Maiden. Good luck if you're in it.
Be kind of funny staying up that late for $1, but yeah.
Oh, we do it for the love of the game, folks, not for the almighty dollar. At least that's what I tell myself every morning. All right, 11 horse field in the gate. And they're off in the DJ Money Maiden, race 2 of the night. And it's RTS Philly Foal, aka I'm too lazy to name my horses and keep track of it, who takes the lead over Chimera and Papillon. And in fourth, that's Joe's Garage early on, with Zillion, who shows good speed from the outside, and Missed Opportunity, looking to capitalize on just that as he rolls up into fourth here early on, as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in his 8-furlong left-turning affair. Sloppy track, but Chimera's not caring yet as he continues to show the way with a 2-length lead over Who Shot Ya. And on the between horses, that's Whopper now, who trots along in third. Break of 2, then it's Joe's Garage, who runs alongside of Shadow Bloom, who's got 1 to beat here in front of Missed Opportunity. And Missed Opportunity starts to advance now from the back of the pack up the rail as we ran a half mile in 48 change. And right now, it's 2 horses, Hushaya and Chimera, mono with Swine, duking it out. But just like that, Hushaya decides to kick it into another gear and shoots ahead by 2. New challenger here on the outside, that's Whopper, who looks to aggressively challenge the inside runner Chimera, along with Papillon, who's got some room here. Oh, 7 horse, not quite sure the name, not important, as they're out of it. Pulled a hammy as we head for home, and now it's Papillon who springs to the front of the lead. As it's Papillon and Shadow Bloom now, half length to Bing. Papillon is in the lead as they head to the final 100. Shadow Bloom is trying for one final take, but it's not gonna happen as Papillon takes it home over Shadow Bloom and Zillion. 3-6-9 order finish.
Shout out to Papillon or Papillon, whatever fancy way Mo says it.
Papillon.
Pocono gets the win. I don't know what a Papillon is. Probably some type
In
of
my mind, I was thinking of like Grey Poupon. People say like Grey Poupon, you know? That's like Papillon.
Papillon. Yeah. I can see that. The L is definitely like that AA sound. JOC says, some tips since last time I bought whatever. I remember the LR dirt, etc. Yep. What else before I go broke? JOC just got over 1 million in airdrops. I know he was playing with this in the version 1 beta, and he just signed up for version 2. So let's see, what's some stuff that we need to remind him of? Of course, like I was just talking about, if you were listening, about the fillies and the mares. Whenever you breed, the females keep the babies and the males just get the money. And you want to be able to build up your stable, so you're going to need females. I don't see anything on the market I'd be buying right now. I'd be keeping my eye on the market, though. It's a good market to snipe. I mean, well, this one right here I think just popped up. That's not bad. S minus for 35,000, and it races next week. It'll be able to race, and you get to name it yourself. Doesn't have great preferences here, but not horrible. You just want to look for, like I was gonna say, maybe S minus or better. I don't know if I'd be grabbing A pluses unless you can get a full with full stars. You want to keep an eye on those stars too. That's important whenever it comes to winning races. Dan K says, winner, winner. Dan K, who won that race? No, it was a stable that I hadn't seen before, I think.
Telling you, man, we keep getting new ones every time I look at the Discord. You got a new name with those little like the little leaves next to it showing like a new member.
Yep, I have been seeing a lot, and a lot of names that I
cool,
recognize from Zed Run. Honestly, I've been seeing some stables I recognize from Zed Run.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, guys, it's time for the Bigger Maiden. It starts in less than 2 minutes. Let's go through and try to see if I can name off all these horses before it begins. 7 furlong race. We got Wind Blade from Three Daughters Ranch, another new ranch. Spanish Siesta from Shadow Stables. Beach Wave from Let It Ride Racing. Mare 3 Foe from Pick 6 Racing. Nick the Greek from Base Lab 23. Shout out to Base Lab 23, one of the homies. Expendable from Ben's Space Stable. We got Stud Muffin PM2 from Gramp Stable. Christopher from Alejandro. Shout out to Alejandro. We've seen Christopher race several times.
Christopher.
Jenna Horstega, I get it. I told you, 0G1, he's got some good horse names. Shout out to Dane K with the big super chat. Thank you, my man. He said, no clue who won, just having a good time. I appreciate you, bro. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, did you just win one? I got to get that chat winner. Thank you, Dane K, for the super chat. Kamikaze's in this race, too, from Black Type Stables. Grant's Burrow from High Quality Mail, and Claro from Space, another one from Ben Space, the homie in chat's stable. Maybe we'll get a chat winner in this race. Dane K is getting excited. He's ready for this race to start. We got 12 seconds before it begins. Let's go. We're pumped up. It's Saturday night. It's Foes Day.
Fake hype is better than no hype, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Worked for BB. Then the bots went away.
All right, overcast day here at the track. But we're going to make them run anyway, because that's what we do here on Saturday night at the races. 12 horse field, full house, everywhere you look. And they're off. Awkward start there for the 5, Nick the Greek. But everybody else got out well, and Expendable got the best of it, along with Beach Wave and Christopher runs along in third. A break of 3 down the rail, that's Spanish Siesta, followed by Grant Burrow, and Jenna Horstega is running along in 6th here with about 5 to make up as they head out the chute and on to the main track. Opening quarter in the books here, 23 and change, 7 furlongs, heading right. And it's Grant Burrow doing all right as he holds clear here by 2, but now an early challenge by Spanish Siesta. Must have just woken up from one of those as Spanish Siesta looks fresh and darts to the lead. Now back for second, that's Grant Burrow, and Cleao now tapped on the brake, might have took a bad step, all the way back, and now it's Windblade, who moves up the rail and takes third in front of Kamikaze. And back between horses, it's Stud Muffin PM2, along with Expendable now, who starts to find their stride here in the back. It's as we make our way, half mile, 7 furlongs. This is it as we head to the home turn. And it's Kamikaze, just like that, flip the switch and holds the lead. And it's Kamikaze now as we make our way into the final 200. And it's Kamikaze now as Expendable hooks the nose and fruit from in between horses. And it's Expendable now in the lead. Kamikaze on the outside and Stud Muffin from in between, but it's going to be Expendable. Great movie, too, holding it down over Stud Muffin, PM2, and Kamikaze.
Shout out to Ben Space with the win from Expendable. That's a chat winner. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations to Ben Space. I disagree with you on that one, though. No, I don't know if that's a good movie. I guess it's a good movie. It's got some good actors
I
in
like
it.
that. I like them movies, man. I like that cheesy shit.
It was pretty good, the first one. The second one, though, man, it went off the rails. The second one was just... Wow.
Agreed. But the sequel is usually never better than the first.
That's true. Shout out to Ben Space with the win. Thank you to Tom Shockley's in the chat. Says congrats to your Chiefs. Chiefs is one of my favorite teams. Chiefs and the Colts. And apparently they got the win tonight. I haven't been paying much attention to it. I don't have ESPN anymore, but apparently ESPN comes with Hulu. So I had ESPN this whole time. I didn't even realize it. So I need to look into that so that I can watch a little bit of replays. Usually I just get into, I'll go into YouTube and watch the replays after the weekend to see who won and who did good, who did well, and who didn't. All right,
Yeah, congratulations, Chiefs Nation. Good job. Chiefs Kingdom. What are they called?
Thanks.
Uh,
Chiefs Kingdom.
That's all right.
It sounds right. It's Chiefs Nation. Chiefs Nation sounds right. Do they beat the Jets or something?
Nah, I wanted to see Jacksonville win. I don't know, man. The Chiefs are always there. They're always a good team, but they deserve it. They got a good squad. I'm sorry, but hopefully one of my teams are going to be beating them down next week because I do enjoy
I don't know,
Joe
man.
Burrow a lot, and Josh Allen's one of my favorite quarterbacks. So
Ever since they had Mahomes, man, they become tough, and they always put a line around them to protect them. Shout out to Big Ace's Terminator.
I mean,
2
Andy
is-
Reid's a big part of that, though. Andy Reid's an amazing coach. Don't discount that.
Oh, is Andy Reid their coach now? I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
old
yeah.
Eagles coach? I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I do like
Yep.
Andy Reid a lot. Captain Obvious is a Chiefs fan, born in Kansas City. Let's go. Go Chiefs. Yeah, I've been a Chiefs fan since Christian Okoye. Genuine says, screw the Chiefs. Big A says, Terminator 2 is like the only movie where the sequel has a sequel that is better. Terminator 2 did have a great sequel, but no, the best sequel ever is Back to the Future 2, in my opinion. What do you
I
think,
might
man?
agree with the Terminator one. The Back to the Future, debatable.
Because Back to the Future 2 did something that those other sequels don't do, is when they went back, they incorporated the first movie back into the second movie and just made it just so good. It was just perfect, in my opinion. I don't know. That's my favorite trilogy of all time. Matrix was pretty good, but the first one was definitely the best.
Did they film 2 and 3 at the same time?
On The Matrix?
No, Back to the Future.
Probably, because I remember when I was a kid, like when the first one came out, it seemed like it was forever before the second one came out. But right when the second one came out, the third one came out right after that. So it makes sense if they filmed those back to back.
Yeah, it did, because didn't they do... It's something else, again, that they didn't really do back in the day, right? Didn't they do, like, a cut preview of Back to the Future 3 at the end of 2?
Probably.
Did they actually have, like, a scene, which was, again, like, unheard of back then to...
Yeah. I think that was like the first time they did that, and it showed a little bit of them in the Wild Wild West. Kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It was, like,
people.
was it on the train or something?
Yep.
Trying to remember now.
And then it came right back. It was like less than a year they released part 3. It's just so that was still hot in people's minds.
Yeah, and back then, there's no shot they were doing that within 1 year of getting a whole movie, recorded and produced, and
That's probably why it took
out the
so
door.
long to get the second one to come out. They probably did both of them at the same time. Are you excited about tomorrow's drop, Mo, on VV? Are you going for it? The Minnie Mouse posters with the low edition sizes?
bleh. I mean, I might go for it, but honestly, man, my whole focus right now is where it should have been from day one. It should have been all Cal all the time, bro. Like when they, back when they announced that, and we were like, oh, whatever, like 200,000 mints they were gonna allow, something like that.
Yep.
I was like everybody else. I was like, oh god, scarcity, right? Like, oh, everybody's gonna have one. But dude, man, just seeing the game plan that they laid out with the bat computer and like just doing things right away, should have known, man. The writing was on the freaking wall, right? Like, I gotta focus on things like that, man. Vivi,
I mean,
people can say what they want. MCP, I don't know what they got left. I know people are hyped for Pokemon if that happens, or Dragon Ball, but not me. I don't know.
It does seem like DC has a really good plan, a good roadmap of where they're going with it, and they're adding the gamification. That's what you got to do. You got to keep people involved in gamification, give them like mysteries to solve. That's kind of what they're doing, and
Yeah.
giving them benefits for the NFTs they already hold. The type of stuff really draws people into it. So yeah, I think DC is right on the track with on the right track with what they're doing. Dan K.
I mean,
always-
HRO2, sorry, but HRO2, man, is like with their crafting now opened up. I mean, I own a lot of stuff on there. Those prices, it shows, man. Like, make it worthwhile not to just flip things, and it will pay out, man. And again, if you don't want to make money, it's still cool to hang on to things and watch the value and watch the community and the hype grow, right? Not just a bunch of people going like, Stop undercutting me, bro. Stop undercutting me. You know, like shit gets old after a while.
True, 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 true. Dan K's trying to hook me up with the free ESPN. I think I have ESPN with Hulu now. I just didn't realize it. I gotta look into it more. JLC says, "Are fouls not raceable? Oh, foes, noob life all over again." Yeah, yeah. JLC, you'll have 2 seasons after a foal is bred before it can be raced. Each season during the beta is 1 week long. They're saying whenever it goes live, though, a season will be a month long. So you'd have to wait 2 weeks after breeding a horse before you could race it. So technically, after you impregnate a mare, once you get a horse and you breed it, you have to wait 1 week, 1 season before it to give birth, then 2 weeks for that horse to be able to race. Shout out to Punch Pable in the house. Let's go. Punch, I hope you get you some horses, bro. Big A says the Ultra Rare Mini is the best looking one. 30. I did think the Ultra Rare was the best one too. 30 is not too high. Mint sizes are really good. Even on the common, it's less than 2,000 for sure. It might be less than 1,500. Then K says bills are pretty strong. Mahomes' ankle is toast. I mean, he's young, bro. He's young. Godfather 2. I never got into the Godfather movies at all. I tried to watch Godfather. It's been a while. And man, I didn't make it an hour into the movie. I was like, this is boring.
It's tough. It's funny. Me and my girl were talking about this earlier on the way out
Oh,
to get
yeah?
a vape juice. Yeah, I was just saying, like, you know, when you're Italian, right, and people meet me, they're always be like, "Oh, of course, dude, you love The Godfather, right?" And I'm always like, "No, like, actually, my favorite like mob Italian movies are Goodfellas and Bronx Tale, right? And probably Bronx Tale number one. You know, it's again. I've watched them, I've seen them. I don't think they're as great as everyone makes them out to be, but they are good movies in their own right.
They're kind of slow for me. It's like I didn't know there was so much intricacies of the conversations that are going on between these mobsters. I thought there were some thugs, but they got a whole bunch of stuff going on in between behind the scenes. Shout out to the biggest bro in the house. Let's go, biggest bro. You need to get into this. Apparently, when you sign up, you get 1 million Derby coins, their currency. It's race time, y'all. Good luck.
Dang, Kate, don't even call me out like that, kid. I said they're worth it. I said I wouldn't buy one, but then I sold something. All right.
Please don't judge me. I'm here to call races. Horses are at the gate. $12-horse field, locked and loaded. And they're off and running here in the Pecos Handicap. And it's Deep Crimson who runs out to lead along with So Many Tears. And it's Rainbow Axe on the extreme outside, trots along in third, along with Cody Bear in fourth and MTF Pilot in fifth. And back in sixth here as they head into the clubhouse turn, it's MTF Pilot as they make their way and they 4 furlong left turning affair on the dirt, blinking it's over chat as they hit the top of the only turn, and it's Deep Crimson who still shows the way. Deep Crimson now trying to take him wire to wire, but he's got some company as Deep Crimson now is approached on the outside by Maccabi Debo. And Maccabi Debo now has the lead, but insert order, here comes new challengers as So Many Tears splits them, but it's going to be Smoked Them if you got them. Smoked Them at the wire is 5, 6, 7, your order of finish.
Shout out to Rinsed Out Racing. He had him and he smoked him. Smoked him gets the win. And man, it was close at the very end there. It was like 5.
I didn't realize there was another horse called Smoked Him If You Got Him.
I think I seen one. Yeah, there it is. Smoked him, smoked him if you got him. And there were So Many Tears. All right, yeah. It's Rinsed Out Racing has both those horses. I like that. Good horse naming right there. DK got my new foal today, racing at 9:03. Oh man, we won't be live at 9:03. We won't be able to call that race. We got one coming up at 7:59. I'm in this one at 8:09. I think this is my new horse racing, the one that just became of age to race. Awkward eye contact, and he's running 11 furlongs, so there probably will be some awkward eye contact in that race. Should be interesting. I'm in this 5 furlong golf allowance at 8:19 as well. But next up, we got a grade 3 race. We got a big race. We got a major race. All these S tier, S plus horses are in this one. The Pinnacle Championship. I think that Pinnacle Championship is one that we always seem to stream on Saturday nights. It must be a Saturday night race that they always have. We got 3 minutes and 45 seconds before this race begins. I kind of want to go through and check the horses, but I want to make sure we put some bets on some races too. I haven't bet on hardly any races tonight. We can bet on the DGen Money Maiden with all these new horses that were just bred. Of course,
Let's take a gander.
It's going to be tough to pick one. You're pretty much going to have to go on preferences and tiers like we usually do anyway. So let's check it out. We got to
Go by names.
go by names. Let's pick the best name, El Jefe.
It's from the ball.
Right Dirt and Fast are the preferences here. So I'm going to be looking for a Right Dirt Firm horse, which it looks like almost all these horses are. Right Dirt Firm. Even my horse is Right Dirt Firm. They're all Right Dirt Firm. So we're going by Ooh, hits from the bong is going to be tough to pass up. That might be a winner.
Oh,
El
I found my
Jefe,
horse.
Alexander Maccabi, Star Eater, Notorious HORSC. Ooh, that's a good one too. Petrocious, Notorious. Wow, how is there two Notorious HORSCs? Look at the 5 gate and the 7 gate. How is this possible?
Oh yeah, look at that.
What's happening right here? And they got different preferences.
No, 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 notorious.
He is Notorious.
How
Awkward
the
eye
hell?
contact. Jockey's Ridge Racer. Let's just be a homer and go with our own horse here. Because I'm confused by the 5 and the 7 horse. How are they the same horse with different preferences? Notorious horse and...
I mean, actually, I see the same preferences, but
Oh, I thought I saw different preferences.
stars are a little different.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The stars are a little different. What's up with that? What's going on?
How do you get away with naming the same?
It must be a glitch. It must be a different horse in that gate, I would think.
They are
Weird.
just spelled the exact same way,
Spaceman
right?
says there's an extra period. Let me go back and look.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Is
yeah.
there really? Why would you do
I was just
that?
going through it letter by letter. Yeah, the period at the end. Okay. Really? Come on, drop stable.
Oh, come on. Why? But why?
This is what we've come to, chat. This is how we're gonna. This is the standard we're gonna hold ourselves to.
How are you gonna? What if they're first and second? How are you gonna call that, Mo?
I'm gonna say one's on their period.
That's one way to do it, right there. You got the Notorious that's not on his period, and Notorious that is on his period. I guess that's how we're doing it. All right, let's
And
check out
probably
this.
like in real life, don't piss off the one that's on the period.
Probably, yeah, but that might be a good thing for the race. It'll make them run faster. All right, let's check out this Pinnacle Championship. We got a major race, Grade 3 Sprint, 5 furlong race. We got Desiree from OEB. We got Knowz from D Stables. We got Rebellion from D Stables. Maccabi Derby from Solonot Stables. Spawn of Spawn from Dogs of Anarchy. Laxi from YSM Racing. Melanie from Drop Stable. Gamma Squeeze from OEB. Synonym from Bin Space Stables. Bonk Bonk on my donk. Drop Stables. Drop Stables. If it wasn't for the Notorious B.I.G. thing, I would compliment you on your naming, because I like that bonk bonk, I'm a donk. But you can't be doing the period thing. I didn't love that. All right, let's see who comes away with the win. Let's see if Mo is able to pronounce synonym without slipping up. Hopefully that horse is in the lead the entire
Synonym.
race.
That's actually how I practice my enunciation.
Is that what you do before we go live? Cinnamon,
Yep.
no, I can't do it.
Cinnamon, synonym. Cinnamon, synonym.
Yeah. Cinnamon, synonym.
Cinnamon, synonym.
35,000 Derby on the line in this purse. Like we said, this is a major race, Grade 3 race here. 10 horses. The gates are full. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All right. I heard you like 'em sloppy. You're in luck. Horses are at the gate and it's raining. It is major race. 10 horse field, locked and loaded. And they're rolling here in the Pinnacle Championship. And it's Rebellion now who shoots out to the lead along with Synonym, Synonym. Then Bonk Bonk Amadonk who runs along in third, showing good early speed. And back in fourth, that comes Gamma Squeeze alongside Desiree down at the rail. And Maccabi Derbies is in sixth here, only about 3 lengths to make up. As they make their way into the first turn and the only turn in this 5 furlong left turning affair on the dirt. Welcome to the Pinnacle Championship. Blinking is over, chat, as Gamma Squeeze now shows the way over Bonk Bonk Amadonk and Cinnamon Synonym. Starts to slide in the back here in the third. Now driving down on the rail, that's an early move from Knowz, and it's Knowz who cuts the turn and cuts the corner with emphasis, but just taken over by Bonk Bonk Amadonk yet again, and down the center of the track now it's Laxi, as Laxi holds on by 2, but it's not over, it's Bonk Bonk Amadonks, it's the revenge of the Bonk, and it's Bonk Bonk to the wire with Gamma Squeeze, and it's going to be Bonk Bonk Amadonk over Gamma Squeeze and Laxi.
Shout out to Drop Stable. Drop Stable gets the win with Bonk Bonk Amadonk by a whisker. That was a really close race. I had a race kind of like that the other day in between the week where one of my horses and the time was exactly the same. See how they got 938 and 940, how close that race was? Ours was like 940 and 940. They had the exact same time, and my horse lost. I was like, man, I was robbed. I think I posted it in our Discord, in our Photo Finish Discord channel. All right, let's check out and see what the next race on the schedule is. Shout out to
50
Bonk
seconds.
Bonk. I'm sorry, what's that?
50 seconds till the next race.
Oh, yikes. We got to get ready. 40 seconds to the next race. The Deep South Maiden's about to go down. Do I got any horses in this race? I do not. We got a bunch of S minuses and A pluses, a couple A's. Should get interesting. Looks like, see if we got any homies in the chat that are in this race. I don't see anybody I recognize that's in the chat. So let's see who wins this one. It is 10 furlongs, so I'm going to go refill my coffee while the race is running. It's on a sloppy track, though. It's about to get sloppy in here. So we'll see one of these soft horses that prefer the soft preferences is probably going to get the victory here. Good luck if you're in the race. Here we go.
Also, really dated myself last race by using Bonk's Revenge. If anybody knows what game that is, or Bonk's Adventure, congratulations. You're old.
Alrighty, horses are at the gate. Still raining. Somebody grab a mop. And they're off. And right from the get-go, it's Victor 1. Wants to hear nothing about it today and takes the lead. Runs out by 3 over Last Resort and Do You See down at the rail. Back in fourth, also with good early speed, that's Albers in front of Bonk to 1 Billy and Golden Harris Road. In sixth here early on as they get ready to pass the wire for the first time. Everybody wave to your current leader, Victor 1, at 99 to 1, and everybody's 99 to 1 because nobody's betting. Surprise, surprise. As we make our way now into the turn here in this 10 furlong left turning affair, it's Victor 1 continues to show the way, but the lead has been shrinking as it's Bonk to 1 Billy now with the move on the extreme outside, and Last Resort also looking to get interested here early on. Now advancing from the back of the pack, that's Sapphire Harris who moves up into third, and it's Black Ivory back in between horses jockeying for position as Bonk to 1 Billy now slides back into fifth with Golden Harris Road still in sixth here. Plenty to see as they continue down the backstretch here, and it's sloppy yet again on the dirt, but it's Victor 1 not being hurt. As Victor 1 now shows the way, 3/4 in the books in 1:14, and Victor 1 by 2 over Sapphire Harris. Then break of 3, that looks like Last Resort now, who starts to turn up the heat a little bit as Last Resort now passes rivals and moves up into third alongside Bonk to 1 Billy now, and Rapid Step is picking them off from the back of the pack as Handsome Jerry cuts them off, and it's Handsome Jerry now might be a threat as we get ready to head into the final turn, mile and 139, and it's Last Resort now on the outside, takes the lead over Victor 1. Victor 1 tried to take him wire to wire, but Victor 1 is done, and it's the Streets is streeting down the middle of the track, and the Streets is in the lead, and it's the Streets now with one final challenge from Golden Harris on the outside, and Golden Harris with a perfectly timed ride is going to take this one over the Streets and Rapid Step. 12.85 is your order of finish.
Shout out to the Solana Goddess. Soul Goddess Stables gets the win there with the Eris poking her head into the front of the crowd at the last second. Let's go. Nice win there in the Deep South.
They call it perfectly timed ride.
That's exactly what it was. Golden Eris was the name of that horse. And let's see what other races we have going off tonight. We got several going off. Deep South just ended. And this next D-Gen Money Maiden. Yeah, this is the one we're excited about. This is the one with my horse Awkward Eye Contact in there. I put my bet on Awkward Eye Contact as well. But it looks like there's lots of bets on horses. Most of the money, though, going on this 12 horse, the A+ horse, interestingly, from Coolmore, has 10,000 to win. This one goes off in about 4 minutes, y'all. And it's Foes Day, so hopefully you guys had some good results in your stables. I know JOC said that he's going to be trying to get his stable up so he can race with us next week. If you need some horses, let me know, because at this point I got a lot of S tier horses at this point. I could probably get rid of a couple. I don't know who in particular. Maybe Harley Quinn's foal. I could probably get rid of a foal that I haven't named yet, that I'm not attached to yet. I could definitely get rid of Pell Arrow. He has been quite disappointing. 9 races, 1/3 place out of 9 races. It's an S tier horse. He should be getting some results for me, but he definitely is not. Yeah, absolutely. JOC, hit me up on Twitter at VVVault. Send me a DM. We'll have to get together for the perfect time for me to throw those on the market for you to grab off the market. That's the best way to transfer them between each other. Has Eek raced yet? Dane K, did you not see the Eek race? And I was going to talk about that a
Oof.
little bit. Eek got like last place. He was carrying 9 pounds. That was a handicap race. And I had a feeling that might happen when I put him in it, but I had to get him into a race that was during the stream. But do you think, and it's a she actually, do you think that she might have not performed well under those conditions, carrying the 9 pounds? Because maybe temper, the temper stat, could have something to do with how they react to carrying extra weight during races?
Could be. I mean, again, you're gonna have one race of data, so it's kind of hard to know for sure. But uh, what race? What race was Eka Mouse in? I'm trying to pull it up.
Let me go back and look. I want to pull up this Medium article too. That's really cool that I found the other day.
Was it the DGen Money Maiden?
Getting there.
No, that was Papillon.
Papillon, Papillon. It was the
Papillon.
blue. It was no. It was the sorry, 9 furlong Rose Rock handicap.
Got it.
Yep. I should have put her in a handicap race. Yeah, let me find this for you. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, handicaps again are gonna be for like, the B's and the A's. You're gonna really, especially with an S plus, you're gonna get some crazy
I
handicaps thrown
figured
in
I
your ass.
would. I knew I was gonna get punished for it, but I still figured maybe I'd be all right. That they're
Well,
punished. They're
it's
supposed to
also
make it equal.
that's a right dirt firm horse though, and you ran on a right dirt soft. So I mean, you automatically had pretty much should have no shot.
Man, there's this guy on Twitter. Maybe you know who it is. I thought their name was Horse Racing Capital. That put out a Medium article this week about Photo
Hmm.
Finish Live, and it was a really good Medium article. And he had some information about what he thought stuff like temperament. And I can't remember the name. I thought it was Horse Racing Capital. I would just be able to look it up and would be no problem. Maybe somebody in the chat saw that article and knows how I can find it. I thought I might have retweeted it too. I'll go back and check. We got a minute before this race begins. Let me get it all pulled up so that we're not late or anything on the call. D-Gen Money made it another 11 furlong race, and this is the one that's got all these horses we were looking at earlier with El Jefe and awkward eye contact in it. 57 seconds. Let me see. Did Eek have a period in her name? No, Eek does not have a period in her name. Did somebody make another horse named Eka Mouse with periods in their name? I would not love that, honestly. All right, maybe I retweeted that. I wanted to say that maybe I possibly did. Ugh. It was a really good article. I guess I didn't. It was a Medium article about Photo Finish Live, and it was like, forget what they called it. It was really professional sounding. I'll find it. I'll pull the Twitter over here and find it while we're racing. We got 11 furlongs, so we got plenty of time. All
I'm
right, guys,
trying to
next.
look through the Discord too, see if anybody posted it in
I'm sure
there.
they saw it. I'm sure they were talking about it too. All right, guys, next race is going off right now. It's the D-Gen Money Maiden. Good luck if you're in this race. Here we go.
All right. Happy days are here again. The sun is shining. Birds are chirping. That's what life's all about. And the horses are in the gate. And they're off here in the DGen Money Maiden, race 3. And it's awkward eye contact who heads out to the front all on their own. No eye contact yet, along with El Jefe down at the rail. And on the extreme outside, that's Dilbert who looks to get going here and tuck in with Notorious HORSE. And in fourth, pushing up from the inside, that's Alexander, and the Coolmore runner is in 6th here as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in this 11 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. And it's Dilbert now who shows the way as, take that back, it's El Jefe down at the rail. And El Jefe now shows the way by 2 over Dilbert, who trots along here on the extreme outside. Now down at the rail, only half length. That's Alexander who's holding strong here as they pass the wire for the first time. And it's Notorious HORSE who runs alongside here of awkward eye contact in 5th. And the other Notorious HORSE, the one not on that period, is running along in 6th here. Half mile and 49 and change. And El Jefe still the one to catch at 100 to 1. El Jefe continues here with a 2-length lead as Dilbert starts to accelerate once again here on the extreme outside and roll in the second in front of Notorious HORSE period. And in fourth, that's the other Notorious, and Awkward Eye Contact also jockeying for position here as he starts to progress up from the back of the pack, picking off challengers one by one. And it's still El Jefe. El Jefe with a 2-length lead with Dilbert. Dilbert now is tapping on the brakes, and Awkward Eye Contact has been sniped from Fib. Fib is officially here. Chatty's in the crowd, and he's out of it as El Jefe doesn't give a flying filly and continues on as he's got a 2-length lead here over Notorious HORSE and the other Notorious HORSE period. You guys are driving me nuts. But it's Patroclus as he moves up into third, breaking up the Notorious pair. And El Jefe now as they get ready to head for home. It's El Jefe still with this 3-length lead, but it's El Jefe with a new challenger from the center of the track. It's Patroclus, and Patroclus is trying to, one day I'll figure out that name, but it's Notorious HORSE with one more valiant effort as Patroclus goes right on by, and Patroclus is going to take this one home, even though we can't say his name over Notorious HORSE period and El Jefe.
Shout out to Balthazar Mangers. Gets the win over Drop Stable with Petrocious, or whatever that name was. And how did my horse get injured? This horse was just born. This is his first race. How's that possible?
That was Fib, bro. Fib doing Fib things. You know?
Awkward eye contact. They didn't like the name, apparently. He had made a little too much awkward eye contact, and
somebody took him out, sweep the leg.
I think he crossed, his eyes got crossed or something, and he got sent back in the wrong direction. I did find what I was looking for. It took like the whole entire race to get there, but it was this Horse Racing Capital D Chapman Crypto, and hopefully I can find the Medium article he put out about it, and I'll link it in the chat, and you guys would definitely want to check that out. Probably never gonna be able to find it. Looks like he tweets a lot. But you could just check out Horse Racing Capital. Here it is. All right, we can check out this thread he did about it. He did a Medium article that was really, really good. 9th place for True Stoner. Your horse stubbed a shoe. I don't know how that's even possible for my horse to be injured when he was just born. Oh, well. All right, we got 6.5 minutes before the next race happens. Whenever your horses get injured, it's just an extra little bit of time before they can race again, and then you have to pay a little tiny hospital fee. Yeah, Dan K, I got rugged. My new horse got rugged. Awkward eye contact. I can tell already he's going to have an interesting career. All right, we got another race coming up. This one's got my horse Pell Arrow in here. Man, if anybody wants Pell Arrow, about to sell him for like 1 Derby. Poor horses. All right, we got the golf allowance. 6 minutes before it starts. 5 furlong sprint. We got Rocky's Secret from GBT Wimbledon Turf. We got Oh No from SoCal Stables. Mateo from Lack Stables. Gonzaga from Lack Stables. Insignia from Wolof the Bandito. Pell Arrow's my horse. You got Whiteheart from Almighty JC. Shout out to Jacob Cook. Chinko Teague Mist from 0 to G1. Watch Would You Do from SoCal Stables. Crowns Elite from RVA Racing. Draco from Big Brain Stables. And another Lack Stables horse named Maso Minos. Jack says that's the article. Oh, okay. Oh, did I already link it? I had it pulled up a second ago. It was a really good article, and it said in there, this is probably it right here. Maybe not. No, that's the PFP collection. It said in there what they thought temper meant and what some of the other stuff meant. Is it really the article? I don't see the article. Ugh. Never could find it again. Let me know if you know how to get there. I'll take all your throwaways since I got a pocket now. I got some horses that you probably don't even want. They're not even worth racing. They can't win anything for me. Even that Pell Arrow horse, it's an S-tier horse. But man, those stars really make a difference. You got an S-tier horse here, but it doesn't have very good stars. And he gets his butt kicked every time he races. That's why you got to breed those stars up too. That's something I'm trying to focus on in my breeding going forward. And speaking of which, we need to pick a horse to breed Harley Quinn with. Harley Quinn's last foal. Let's check out the last foal real quick. Came out as an S-tier and improved stars on Firm and Dirt. And lost a half a star on Right for some reason. Let's see what the parents were. Harley Quinn was the mama, and the daddy was Cyberpunk. Let's see what Cyberpunk looks like. 2.5, 3 stars, and 1 star. S across the board. So I think this horse is going to be a nice racer, but the stars did not go up the way I had hoped. So maybe whenever we breed Harley Quinn this time, we'll look for a horse that has some better stars, some better ratings here. We're going to look for a right dirt firm stallion. So I'm going to click on my horse that I want to breed and click on breed horse, and that's going to take us to the stud farm. We're going to see which studs are available. Go into your filters. You're going to want to filter down to right dirt firm. So we got right. We got the dirt. I don't think you can filter firm, can you? Condition preferences. Oh yeah, you can. Nice, right dirt firm.
I think on breeding you can, yeah. I don't think on races
on
you
races
can,
you
though.
can. No. JOC says, "What horse you got in pork row race? Want to bet on you? Am I allowed to say that?" Oh yeah, no, you can say that for sure. I think I do have a horse in pork row. Look for the vault. We'll check it out here in a second. This horse would be nice to breed with, but it's 750,000 Derby. I couldn't even afford it if I wanted to, so you got to keep that in mind as well. Like I said, I'm looking for horses with a lot of stars here. This one's only 20,000 to waiting. Or I could breed with the S plus horse here and sacrifice stars a little bit. I don't want to sacrifice stars this time, so I'm probably going to breed with the S tier horse. We got the waiting here. We got Poppy Tart. We're going to have to go in and make sure we're not doing any inbreeding. This horse looks nice, but it's 150K. That's too expensive. Another nice one, 200K. Now Red
Well, if you
Widow,
inbreed and the horse comes out with 5 legs and it gives them more speed.
5 legs means you're winning every race. Is that a thing? Can we do that? Dan K just checked on Millie. Omi Billionaire came first and second last 2 races. Not too shabby. Yeah. I've been finding the right distance to run Omi Billionaire at. I knew he had good stats. If I could just get the right distance for him, he'd start winning for me.
You know, when I was born, they actually tested me for 3 legs.
Oh, really? And what was that 3rd leg, Mo?
And then they realized what it was between my legs.
Come on, Mo.
And they were like, nope, let him go.
Tell him, Mo. It happens. All right. Mo's wilding out today. I'm trying to find one of these horses with 3 full stars that's not $250,000 to breed with. This one is 40,000. Not bad. Bipolar bear. I don't know if I want a bipolar baby though. Let's see. This is a good one, but it's again 150,000, and I don't want to go all the way down to S minus. So we're gonna be looking in at breeding with possibly this. Let's check out pseudo RM. Let's see if there's any inbreeding going on there. Let's see. Oh, yep, we got a match there. They are related. That's no good. Let's find the next possible suitor. We definitely ain't breeding with Vin Diesel. I don't want no baby coming out looking like Vin Diesel. Let's see the
family.
No, thank you. Let's check out the
waiting. About family.
It's about family. Speaking of family, that's too much into the family.
How come you don't do Olive Garden commercials?
Does he not?
He should, right?
It would make a good
Vin Diesel doing an Olive Garden commercial would be sick. It makes sense.
He'd be the perfect spokesperson.
Vin Diesel. It was like family. Like when you're family, you know?
Yeah, because Olive Garden's all about family. See, this is still inbreeding. Whatever horse this is right here, the astronaut horse gets around. He's been so far in every family. So we gotta watch out for inbreeding here. We gotta find a good match that has the stars that I'm looking for, but it also is not part of the family. Let's put up this clock so we don't miss the next race. Oh, it starts in 45 seconds. I guess we need to get to that. I'm going to check one more real quick. We got time to check Cyberpunk. I think I've looked at this horse before for some reason. Yeah, this one is not inbred right here. Let's go ahead and go with Cyberpunk. We're running out of time anyway. Hopefully it pays off for us. Harley Quinn and Cyberpunk. I mean, those 2 names seem like they go together. That'd be a good match. All right, we got the next race coming up in 24 seconds, y'all. It's the Golf Allowance, the 5 furlong race, and my horse in here is Pell Arrow. And it looks like we got a couple other homies in the chat that are in this race as well. Good luck if you are in it. It's race time. Let's go.
Alrighty. They sent it over to the broadcast a little early today. Appreciate you as always, Vault. We now interrupt this New York Giants Philadelphia Eagles game for a quick horse race. $12-horse field, full house, locked and loaded. And they're rolling here in the Golf Allowance. And it Watch Would You Do, who does just that and goes out to the front along with White Heart on the outside. Then down at the rail, that's Rocky's Secret with good early speed. Runs in the third along with Crown's Elite on the outside. And back in between horses now advancing is Oh No, with Gonzaga and Macedemanos is in sixth here at Alack Stables as they make their way into the first and only turn in this 5 furlong right turning affair on the turf. Blinking it's over, chat, and it's What Would You Do at 48-1 now, who starts to kick clear here by 3 over Gonzaga and Rocky Secret. And it's Oh No, as Oh No now finds their best stride and splits horses and runs up into second. But it's What Would You Do, who's got a little more to go, as What Would You Do now is in the final 100, with Oh No breathing down his neck. 100 meters, and it's What Would You Do to the wire. And I don't know why so we're excited, but it's going to be What Would You Do over Oh No and Rocky Secret.
Shout out to SoCal Stables gets first and second, and that What Would You Do horse went wire to wire on that one, if I'm not mistaken. Did not get past at any moment in that race. Had it steadily at hand. Is that what they say? He won it easily. No wonder
Yes.
Batman wants to beat them up. Oh yeah, they're talking about Harley Quinn and Joker. They wanted me to breed Harley Quinn with Joker, my 2 horses, but I told them no. They're brother and sister. We don't do that around here. No, I'm not in the Pork Row Stakes, actually. My horse is not in this one. Ben Space is in this one. Mo is in it. Mo's horse, Dig for Gold. I wouldn't bet on it, though. No offense. Then Big Time's in here as well. Genuine's in
Whoa,
it.
the slander.
I mean,
the hell is going on here?
it's an A-tier horse carrying 2 pounds. Poor
Oh, Lord,
horse.
because he's good.
I don't think he could have won with carrying no pounds. All right, let's check out and see what other races are going on tonight. Let's get some bets in. We got the Scrapple Allowance. This is going to be one of the last races of the night. I think Joker's in this race, and Omi Billionaire both are in this race. I could be mistaken. Joker's in it, and nope, maybe just Joker. I don't know. Maybe Omi Billionaire's not racing tonight. That race might have got canceled, or maybe it's not showing up. I don't know. Oh, here's someone down here. Oh, at 903. We might have one at 903. Yeah, Omi Billionaire's in the 903 race, and I know one of you guys said y'all were in that race too.
Yeah, we can extend it. It's fine.
We can extend it for a few minutes and watch that 903 race. I know we want to see Omi Billionaire try to win one. He's had some pretty good results lately. I'm down with that. Checking out my new horses. I wanted to show off the new name of my horse, Hot Sauce. That's the new horse. I decided to go with Hot Sauce on the name. And then this new one that I just bred today, calling this one Mo Don't Even Know. I think that's a great name for it. Haven't named Harley Quinn's foal. Might even give Harley Quinn's foal out to JOC if he needs a horse, or anybody else who might need a horse. And Pell Arrow's got to go too. Pell Arrow can go. Awkward Eye Contact just had his first race, was injured. Got to pay the medical bill. It's only 4.3. That seems like a super cheap medical bill. What'd he do? Just like injure his toenail or something? I don't
Charge him for a Band-Aid.
get a Band-Aid or something going on here. All right, whatever. I guess he's fine now. We got to wait for him to rest, and we'll see how Awkward Eye Contact can do when he runs a full race. That was not a good showing for him. All right, let's see. We got 4 minutes to pick a winner in the Big Town Allowance. That's plenty of time. There's only 4 horses, and 3 of them are Mo's horses. This is going to be a good race, Shaw. 4 horses in this race, and 3 of them
Mo
are
Derby.
Mo's, and we're probably going to be betting on the one that's not Mo's. All right, let's check it out. Left Turf and Soft.
Rude.
I'm sorry, but it's the only horse here that likes Left Turf and Soft is Mestiza Lover. But I mean, I got to give you the shout out for putting your horses in this race, so we got an extra race to call. I got to go with Gigawatts. We swatched Gigawatts, and we couldn't decide if we're calling them Gigawatts or Gigawatts, and that's what I like about them. So we're going with Giga. 500
Right.
across the board. He's got to come in first, second, or third, right? You would think.
Unless they all just, they all pull a hand me. Maybe Fib just takes them all out.
Hey, might need to for you to have a chance to win this one. Dane K said that's cheating, putting 3 of your horses into a 4-horse race. I mean, you still got to win it. He's still got he's got to go against an A+ horse with all his.
No. You know what's cheating?
Uh-oh.
You're being cheated, Dane K, okay? If we don't have a race to call, okay? Chat is being cheated of our, entertainment if we have nothing to do. So we got to sit here, and then I got to start talking shit about other projects, you know what I'm saying? And it gets clipped and shipped. We don't want that. So you're the one that's actually getting cheated at the end of the day. So I sacrificed, all right? Let's pat me on the back. Let's build a fucking statue, all right? Let's talk about it. All right?
Let's
Because
go.
of me, you're going to have a race to watch. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I didn't really want to. There was a big gap, so I just kind of filled it up.
There's going to be another race less than a minute after the Pork Row Restricted Stakes. And since the Pork Row Restricted Stakes is 11 furlongs long, I'm expecting we're going to get rugged on one of those races. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong timer. This one is actually, it's 4 minutes before betting closes, not before the race begins. My bad. We got 4 minutes to pick a horse on this one. And look at Golden Stables. Are they cheating? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses in this race. Looks like they took 5 of the new horses that they just bred, and they're going to race them all together to see which one's fastest. Probably decide which one they keep and sell the rest. I don't know. Just a theory there. This is a 4 furlong sprint. Right turf and soft are the preferences. Let's see what we want to put a bet on. We got Manhands. That's a good name. It's a firm horse, though. All-wheel drive is a soft horse, but has 0 stars on soft. Maccabi Long Weekend's got a 1/2 star on soft. Candy Floss, 1.5 stars on Floss, but only 2 stars on Right. The rest are all firm horses. Manhands already has a bet, so I'm not betting Manhands. I wouldn't get a very good deal on that bet. I'm kind of digging on Candy Floss from second.
He had man hands.
Manhands. Oh, you don't.
Episode of Seinfeld. You know the reference.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen all that Seinfelds, but it's been so long. It doesn't spring to my mind the episode. What exactly happened? Some girl had Manhands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I kind of remember that. Kind of, sort of.
She had man hands.
I'm picking all-wheel drive. We'll go with the S plus horse on this one. 500 across the board. Win, place, or show is going to be my bet. Yeah, I kind of remember because they like zoomed in on her hands whenever she like reached towards him. Yeah. All right, 500 across the board. Never really had a girl with man hands problem, but I tell you what, my last girlfriend, I mean, that girl, she had the ugliest feet you've ever seen, and like it wasn't even a secret either. It was like a saying in her family, like they're all pretty from the ankles up. Like they had their own saying because they all had like really the worst feet ever. And it was like I didn't want to be mean or anything, but I would like give her socks for Christmas and stuff, kind of like a hint. Like we wear these around the house. I felt bad about it, but I mean,
Wait, did you just say the family motto is pretty from the ankles up?
Yeah, the girls are pretty from the ankles up. Yeah, it's the family motto. Her mom's the same way, but they love to wear sandals. I mean, come on, if you know. Then hide that stuff. What are you doing?
Oh my lord!
Dennis O'Connor says Philly's up 7-0. Let's go. We got the Cork Roll restricted stakes coming up in 1 minute. Petey Anders, is that what you would do? Is that what would you do on an old Saturday night Nickelodeon show? I don't know. What's that? Get slimed? Nickelodeon. I remember Double Dare. That was my jam.
Double Dare was cool. We never had cable in my house growing up, man. I was always so mad.
Oh, really? Yeah, I never had cable. I had to go to my grandma's to watch HBO, but that would be an event, though. You go watch a movie on HBO, it's the same as going to the theater for us. Dan K said, my grandpa always said beauty is only a light switch away. That's a good point. J.O. says,
yeah, we had like an antenna on the roof, and we had like a drawstring contraption that went down like 4 pulley systems into the living room. Where we could sit there and like turn the antenna to get good. Yeah, it was ridiculous, but easy to get cable. But yeah, it was expensive back then, man. Like for some reason, like my block, it was like we just couldn't get it, and it was crazy amounts of money. It was
like, New York stuff right there. Like I can picture old movies I've seen of people doing that in New York. I can picture you doing that. All right, guys, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it.
All right, that's what they call first world problems. Horses are at the gate. It's post time. And they're off in the pork roll restricted stakes. And it's Genuine I Am who runs out to lead alongside Spaced Out and Dig for Gold. And 3 lengths back behind him, that's Divide and Fall, trots along here in 4th, alongside King Roger. In the early trailers, Better Vega, post-time favorite, with about 6 lengths to make up here early on, as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in this 11 furlong right turning affair on the turf. And it's Genuine I Am who continues to show the way by 2 lengths over Spaced Out. Another break of 2, that's Dig for Gold, who starts to advance on the outside. And then it's King Roger now, who jumps up from the back of the pack and now gets in front of Better Vega and Divide and Fall. And just like that, it's Better Vega now who flips a switch. Speaking of flipping the ugly switch, it's Better Vega now who trots along to the lead as they pass the wire for the first time. And it's Better Vega now who opens up by 2 over Genuine I Am, who's down at the rail. And it's Genuine I Am carrying 2 pounds, who continues to run along here in front of Dig for Gold. And it's Divide and Fall now, who taps on the brakes. And now it's a break of 3 between him and the 3rd place runner, Dig for Gold, as Spaced Out and King Roger are running a race of their own. Who could take last? Tune in, find out. It's Better Vega, though. Now the favorites showing their money's worth as he continues to show the way by 3. Then a breakup 3 after him. That's Genuine I Am down at the rail. I'm looking for other action on the track, but it's dead out here, folks, as it's a 2-horse race, or maybe even a 1-horse race, as Better Vega continues to show the way, and now opens up by 4 over Genuine I Am and Dig for Gold, as Dig for Gold has found some traffic here over Spaced Out, and King Roger, as King Roger looks to have woken up and now advances up into 3rd place. But it's Genuine I Am at the front. We missed it as Genuine I Am just takes advantage of the opportunity and goes right on by Better Vega, as Genuine I Am now takes the lead into the home stretch. That's Genuine I Am by 2. Better Vega looking for more. One more opportunity down the rail, but it's Spaced Out as well, looking for racing. But it's Genuine I Am as he takes him into the final 100. Didn't even break a sweat, as Genuine I Am is going to take this one home over the favorite, Better Vega and Spaced Out.
Yeah, I forgot to unmute myself. Mo, I was sitting there talking. You could hear me, but they couldn't.
Oh, I can hear you, yeah.
My bad. Thanks for letting me know. Sorry. Shout out to Genuine, gets the win. Congratulations. I forgot to unmute myself. My bad. JOC, I didn't realize you were in that race. Let me go back and see what JOC's stable name is so I can recognize him whenever I see you racing again. Yeah, sorry about that. Got muted myself. Oops. Big Time Stables. Yeah, I've seen that stable a few times. I have to keep my eye out for Big Time Stables. Better Vega took off a little too early there, in my opinion. All right, let's get some bets in here.
I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Looks like you're still there to me. Oh, yeah, I guess that's how it works, huh? Oh, it was just betting. I got you, JLC. I got you. And I think we got some bets in on these next upcoming races. I got a bet on a Big Time Allowance. I got a bet on the D-Gen Money Maiden. I'm in the Scrapple Allowance. We got the Puget Club Stakes. Let's check out the Puget Club Stakes. We only got 3 minutes to bet, so we got to pick fast. Lots of good horses in this one. Conditions are good, so we're looking for a firm horse. Oh, Big A, that's my horse. Better Vega from Big A is Big Time Stables. That makes sense, huh? That'll be easy to remember. All right, we're looking for left dirt firm horses. Looks like all these horses are left dirt firm, every single one of them. Let's see what we got. We got an S-tier horse with a lot of stars. Waffle House Wendy looking pretty good. Amaya looking all right here, S-, but it's got some nice stars. Only 1 star on firm, though. I think that firm's going to come into play. So I kind of want to go with the horse here with the most stars on firm. We got Dust Runner with 2 stars. We got West Coast Derby with 1.5. I'm liking Dust Runner. I like those 1 horses anyway. The horses in the 1 gate are always my favorite. I'm feeling confident. I'm going 1,000 across the board on this bet. I don't know if anybody else has bet on this race, so I might not win anything. But I'm feeling confident with Dust Runner from Grape Syndicate to take this one home. Getting our bets in before the next race. Next race starts in about 4 minutes, y'all. And I don't even remember. Whoa, I forgot to pick my horse. I don't even remember if I'm in this next race. I think I might be. It's the big nope. So wow, I'm not into another race until the last race of the night. We might stay up and about 3 minutes late and call this 903 race. We can call that Grade 1 859 as well. Big Grade 1 major race going on tonight at the end of the night. But next up is going to be the Big Town Allowance. 8 furlongs on a soft track. Let's see which horses are in here. Oh, this is the one with all of Mo's horses. This is going to be a good one. We bet on Gigawatts. Do you guys say gigawatts or gigawatts? I gotta say it however Doc Brown says it. He is the authority here. Looks like somebody bet 2,000 on Mestiza Lover, and then Uncle Knowz and Cramden are Bigfoot Stables. That's Mo's other two horses. 3 horses in this race are Mo's. He's got his back cow. Oh, he's got his Simon cow. He's got a back cow and a Simon cow. He is a big time cow owner. A new cow owner. Somebody said in the chat that you said you would never own a back cow, and that was like last week, and now Mo is a back cow owner. if we check the marketplace on the DC universe, I was looking it over a little bit earlier before we went live. Price has been going up on those bat cows. I've been keeping my eye on the maps. I got one of the maps on the airdrop, and I bought a map for my district, but I'm trying to sell that map that I got on the airdrop, and those prices are not looking too good on those maps yet. Hopefully they'll go up soon so I can make a little bit of money and flip that up and have some money for the next drop. Just realized
Dude, that's the only one that I have. Is the financial district is what I am. Those things haven't gone down. Just like in the 80s.
Why?
The map and the district. I don't know.
What's so special about that? Yeah, I paid like 65 for mine. You can see it's at 43 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I was going to make a mistake too buying mine at 60, like we talked about, but...
No, you're doing
Yeah,
fine.
I don't know.
I'll try to pull up... Well, see, if I pull up the map collection, it'll crash because there's something wrong with those maps. If you pull up just the maps, it crashes your computer every time. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it overloads the RAM. Yeah, I get the same thing. My browser's like, out of RAM. I'm like, Jesus, how big are these files?
Yeah, that's Mo's right there. He's got the financial district map, and I got the Narrows map, but I have another map that I'm trying to sell, and the price on that is like 40 right now, so I'm hoping the price goes up before I have to go ahead and sell it and get some money for the next drop. I'm thinking DC might do a big comic next week since BB's got a big comic coming out on Tuesday. I feel like DC and Marvel are kind of going back and forth on their NFT drops, kind of competing with each other. Big A says it was given to me.
It's a competition.
Yeah. That's the old school Marvel versus DC. That's the long time competition. It was given to me from someone in Discord. If you go in there, they will hook you up. Yeah. The people in Discord are very cool. The link to the Discord is in the description. What's up, Jeff? Does this game have an app version? It doesn't, does it? Mo, does it have an app?
I guess do it on the website. Like most websites nowadays use it's called responsive web design, so it just scales it based on your device.
Yeah, you should just use your browser on your device. It's race time.
Yeah.
Y'all.
I don't know if they plan on doing an app, maybe. Also just realized my announcer effect was on the whole time. Alright. In the words of Alanis, you live and you learn. Chat, you live and you learn. Horses are at the gate. Massive 4-horse field. This is going to be fun to call. As they head out the gate in the Big Town Allowance. And oddly enough, the Big Town Allowance is stockpiled of Bigfoot stabled runners. As Cramden and Mestiza Lover run out to the lead alongside Uncle Knowz and Gigawatts. As these 4 unlucky runners here are going to entertain the crowd of the many here that are sitting here at the track. And who would even come out in this nasty weather? I wouldn't. But as we go back to the race, because that's what we're here to do, opening quarter and 24 and change, as Mestiza Lover continues to show the way here by 2 over Uncle Knowz, who just tracks along on the outside. And a break of 2 down at the rail, that's Gigawatts, Vault's favorite. And then Cramden's in the back of the pack here at 99 to 1. Fun fact, since I own most of these horses, Cramden is a baby of our prize runner, Rainmaker. But as you can tell here in the rain, not living true to its name, as he runs along in 4th here, and that's a little behind the gate knowledge that one can only get here on Saturday night at the races. As we make our way back to the action, it's Mestiza Lover now. Mestiza Lover has some action by Uncle Knowz. Uncle Knowz, who pulls up along outside, and just like that, Mestiza Lover says, "Not today," as Mestiza Lover is looking to show dominance over the Bigfoot stable, and has done just that, as Mestiza Lover probably could have turned around, run this one backwards, and still won by many, as Mestiza Lover is going to take him home, even carrying 2 pounds, showing it off over Uncle Knowz, Gigawatts, and Cramden.
Shout out to Mestiza Lover. Gets the
My lord, that was
easy
embarrassing.
win. I'm sorry?
That was embarrassing.
I mean, hey, it happens. Yeah, you're running horses that are actually on the Solana blockchain or are bred from horses that are actually on the Solana blockchain, whereas a lot of us are running horses that we sniped off the market that are free, not real horses. So there's a little bit of difference there. Dane K says, isn't Rainmaker blind? I thought Rainmaker was like, are you talking about Dustin Hoffman? He wasn't blind, was he? Is there something I'm missing?
Rain Man?
Rain Man? Rain Man wasn't blind.
Oh, Rain Man wasn't blind. That was Blind Fury. That was a good movie, too.
He could count really well. That's all I remember. All right, we got the Puget Club Stakes coming up next. Are we missing the DGen Money Maiden? Yeah. Do you want to call that? It's going on right
Yeah. It just went off, yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right. We joined this race in progress, the DGen Money Maiden. Good call there, Vol. That's Cicero has gotten the better of it here early on over Tesoro and Rambo. Then back and forth, that's Nadami and Manhands. He had Manhands is holding the lead here over Picasso in sixth as they make their way into the first and only turn. Opening quarter in the books, 22 and change, as it's Tesoro now who looks to hold on here into the final home stretch. As Tesoro now holds up by 2. On the far outside, it's Cicero and McIvy. Long Weekend is also taking a shot here. And in between horses, it's all-wheel drive. Look out, it might be a Subaru, and I got rugged at the end. Who knows what happened? I don't know what happened to anybody else.
I also got
my
rugged at the
feet
end right
cut
there.
off.
It was getting exciting too. Man, bring it back.
It was at that moment.
We'll probably be able to find out the results, but we're not going to be able to see the end of that exciting race.
I kind of feel like all-wheel drive was about to pull a Subaru commercial.
I know. I think all-wheel drive might have pulled that off. Let's find out.
It was McIvy. Long Weekend got it. Held on.
Spoiler alert. It was a 4 furlong race, so it was a sprint. And, oh, yeah, all-wheel drive took second. McIvy Long Weekend got the win. Manhands takes third place, so shout out to Solonot Stables with the win there. And let's see, all those Golden Stables horses got their butts kicked, but he was probably racing them against each other to see which ones were fastest. Guerrero ended up winning between. It was kind of cool seeing all those same horses with the same silks running down the track. All right, we got the Puget Club Stakes next, guys. We've already placed a bet on that one. Then the Scrapple Allowance will be coming up soon after that. We need to go ahead and find a horse to bet on in this Scrapple Allowance. 12 furlong race, and I think my horse Joker's in this race, but Joker's never ran anything longer than 8 furlongs, so I'm not sure how he's going to perform. Track is fast, though, so that's good for him. And right in dirt, so we're looking for right dirt firm horses like Little Ricky. Cox's Bay is right dirt firm. We got right dirt firm all across the board except for Silver Lay. Shout out to Dane K. And Marco Polo is carrying an extra 2 pounds. Might go with the Joker. Little Ricky's looking all right, but he's an A+. Yeah, I like Joker. We're going to go with the Joker, the Jokester. Let's see if Joker can get it to win. We're going to go back and see if we won any money on these bets yet. I'm going 500 across the board. Win, place, or show on the Joker. 12 furlongs, though. Never ran him at this distance. He might not have that type of stamina. I have no idea. This is completely a test. But I don't see a whole lot of competition. I'm not scared. I see Ben Spaced in there with his Walnuts horse. I know that's a fast horse, but I ain't scared. Joker is never scared. Well, there was something else I was going to do right after that. Oh, yeah, we're going to check to see how we did on our wager so far. Let's pull up the clock so we can keep track of it. Joker's got this. That's what I'm saying, Dane K. Gonna give all my horses crazy Spanish names just to hear Mo speak some Spanish. That's a good idea, actually. I like that.
Habla Paquito Español.
Un poco. Man, lots of zeros. I'm seeing lots of zeros on my returns. I got the Grifter Carpet Shark right, but nobody else bet that bet or bet that race. Awkward eye contact, as we saw. Got shot or something. Got injured and did not finish. Gigawatts. Did not. Actually came in third, so I got my 500 back of the 1500 I bet. And then all-wheel drive took second, so I got 1,000 of my 1,500 back, but not a lot of wins today. However, we got Dust Runner coming up, and I was confident on that bet. I put 1,000 across the board on that one. Maybe Dust Runner will put me back in the win column. 2 minutes before this race starts, Philly just scored again. Go Eagles. Let's go. All right, let's check out which horses are in this Puget Club Stakes 6 furlong race. Track is looking nice. The weather is sunny and clear. Dust Runner from Grape Syndicate is who I got my money on. We got Auburn from D Stables, Pillow Talk from Wolof the Bandito, Chevy from Mars from Revere Ranch. Shout out to the Revere Ranch. Waffle House Windy from Wolof the Bandito, Amaya from Golden Stables. We got West Coast Derby for Metaphor Farms, and Maccabi Lefty from Solonot Stables. Got a whole lot of those Maccabi horses. Must be a bloodline. I know we've been talking about that before. Hoping that we're pronouncing it right. But part of me thinks it might be just Macabre or Macabe. Macabre? Not Macabre. That means something.
No, it's Maccabi. I think it's Maccabi. He actually he messaged me after the first time I butchered it. He was like, "Hey, by the way, this is how you pronounce it."
Maccabi.
But I think it's Maccabi, but I'm pretty sure I just prefer Maccabi at this point. So.
I know you got me saying Maccabi. Big A says, "How do you change names?" Yesterday, it made me change names on a filly before I could race her, and it was just click on her the name. Yeah, you can change your horse's name only one time. When they're first bred, it'll come out as the mare's name plus foal. So like Harley Quinn's mare's Harley Quinn's foal. And I can't race this horse until I give it a name. So it's not actually named yet. You got to name it first. And once you name it, you can't change it. So you do have to go up in here, and if you want to name it, there's just an edit button right here, and then you give it its name, and then you can race it, and you can't change the name. So make sure that you're sure about that name before you give them the name, because sometimes you give them a name like Top G and you regret it. That's what I did.
Big Bugatti.
Top G is not the Top G. He won one race though. Chevy's a breeder. Last race says BD Hinders. Gotcha. Yeah, that Chevy horse didn't look too bad. We got the Puget Club Stakeshaw 6 furlong, somewhat of a sprint coming up next. And our money's on Dust Runner, the number 1 horse. Looks like there's a bet on the 7 horse West Coast Derby, a bet on Maccabi Lefty as well. So there's some other people here that think the 7 and 8 horse might win this one. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All right, horses are on the track. Eight in the gate, locked and loaded. And they're off in the Puget Club Stakes as it's Waffle House Wendy who shoots out to the lead from in between horses alongside Amaya and West Coast Derby. And back and forth, that's Pillow Talking down on the rail in front of Dust Runner in 5th. And it's Maccabi Lefty who's in 2 to 5 to 1 is run along in 5th here as they make their way out the chute and onto the main track in the 6 furlong left turning affair on the dirt. And it's Waffle House Wendy looking to hold tight here like a syrup in the crook and crack of a waffle. But it's Waffle House Wendy who still shows the way here into the turn. And now in the back of the pack, it's Amaya who looks to advance on the far outside. And look at that. Waffle House Wendy falls apart and now taps on in the 5th place as Amaya goes right on by with Pillow Talk down at the rail. And it's Amaya now who sticks her nose in front, who tries to hold on to challenger of Maccabi Lefty on the outside. And just like that, Maccabi Lefty has taken it, and Amaya's down the rail trying to hold back. It's Dust Runner with one final surge, but it's Maccabi Lefty into the final meters, and Maccabi Lefty and West Coast Derby. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be West Coast Derby by a whisker, taking it home over Maccabi Lefty and Dust Runner.
Shout out to West Coast Derby, gets the very, 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 very close win there. That was a nail biter, a photo finish for real, and it was Metaphor Farms who gets the victory over Maccabi Lefty from Solonot Stables, and our horse Dust Runner, not our horse, but the horse we bet on, takes 3rd place.
That was a damn close race.
Super close, yeah. All right, next race is 6 minutes away. Let's check out the leaderboard. We finally saw a change in the leaderboard just yesterday for the first time in like 4 weeks. It had been Golden Stables at the top of the leaderboard, but Solonot Stables was inching closer and closer in the race winnings and finally overtook Golden Stables this season and is now currently the leader. Pocono's in 3rd, OEB in 4th, and Wolof the Bandito in 5th place, Shaw. This coming season on the road to the 3rd time Derby, looks like conditions are going to be left turf. So if you have horses that are left in turf, or your best horses are left in turf, and you want to get them some qualifying points for a chance to get into this season's upcoming 3rd time Derby next week, then you might want to start entering these races. I'm still waiting for them to be the preferences that I prefer, and then I'll be putting my horses in those races. All my horses are kind of the same preferences here, right dirt firm, so I'll have to wait until they do some right dirt firm races. Then I'll be definitely jumping into those and trying to qualify. I need to diversify my stable, man. My stable is all right dirt firm. What about you, Mo? Is all your stable all the same preferences?
I got a little bit of variety, but most of it's right dirt firm. I got some left turf soft action in there.
Nice.
Yeah. Real quick. We haven't really discussed this, and this is actually a kind of a deal breaker. Since we do this every week, I feel like I get to know you a little bit more every week. And when I date people, I ask them this, right? Coke or Pepsi? And think about it. This is a very important question.
Okay. I know growing up, my stepdad always drank Coke, so we had Coke in the house all the time. It was Coke so much, and then I finally had some Pepsi, and it was something different, and I liked that something different. So I'm kind of a Pepsi guy if I had to choose.
Oh, you were doing so good. You were doing so good with the Coke, and then you switched to Pepsi. That was your mistake.
See, that's the mainstream. Really? That's the answer that all the noobs give. Everybody's mainstream is Coke. You guys got to go with the alternative. What? They
If it ain't broke,
brainwash
don't
you.
fix it.
See,
First of all, they used to use actual cocaine. All right, so that in its own right, that's a win.
I mean, if
All
they were
right.
still putting that in there, it might be a different story.
And Dennis O'Connell, the reason why I asked, I just actually cracked open a Sprite, right?
There you go.
And I will give it this. I will give Pepsi Cola Company this. Their Sierra Mist is actually pretty bomb for that type of drink, like a Sprite.
Sure.
But Coke versus Pepsi, man, ooh, I don't know. Pepsi is like, yeah, too sweet and it goes flat, like really, really quick. If you have like a little 20 ounce, I feel like it goes flat within like 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
You're probably right. I mean, I'm more into root beer and Dr. Pepper and stuff like that. I actually thought Dr. Pepper was root beer until I got to college. So either one of those is always what I'm trying to grab whenever I have to decide what kind of drink to get. And I'm big on Big Red too. I know you don't know from New York what Big Red is, but that's one
I
of my
don't, but
top
I looked it up and it
drinks.
looks delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. They had that White Castle we just had the other day. I was like, oh, I should tell Mo I had Big Red today. Everybody in the chat
All
says
right.
Pepsi is too sweet. I mean, that is the thing, though. If you do the taste test and it's a blind taste test and you don't see either one of them, if you like the sweeter thing, you pick the Pepsi. And there's a really good documentary that's out on Netflix right now. It's called Pepsi, Give Me My Jet. I don't know if you saw it, Mo, or you heard about it, or if we've talked about it before, but it's a documentary about when the Pepsi had that commercial back in the late 80s, early 90s, where they were doing Pepsi points. And at the end of the commercial, jokingly, they say, you can win this fighter jet if you get 7 million Pepsi points. And it was supposed to be a joke, but there was no disclaimer. So some kid was crazy enough to actually collect 7 million Pepsi points. And he went to Pepsi and was like, give me my jet. And Pepsi sued him and was like, we ain't giving you your jet. It's a really good documentary. But in that documentary, everybody who they interview has to do the blind taste test of Coke and Pepsi. And I think Coke ends up winning by a little bit.
I could definitely pick them out of a hat. Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah, I probably could too at this
Somebody
point.
said RC Cola. I messed with some RC Cola. That shit's good.
Now
Joe
that's
Cola
super
was the
sweet.
bomb. You drink like two of those and you're tweaking.
I'm Fago all the way, y'all.
Fago, a little insane clown
Fago,
posse.
baby. Dennis O'Connor says back in the day, joke cola. Oh yeah, that's just pretty much like drinking Red Bull. Dennis O'Connor says, okay, so you seen that documentary? That was a really good one. Distilled
But here's the
water
thing,
now?
real quick. I'll
Yeah.
tell you this: the reason why we'll let it slide on the Coke and Pepsi debate, your reasoning behind it was that you're a rebel. That's what I got out of it.
That's true.
Because you were like, well, everyone likes the Coke, so I'm gonna just be rebellious, and I think that's kind of your persona, right? And I dig it.
See,
So
Coca-Cola puts all that money into their into marketing to brainwash you into believing that they're the best just because they have the most money. But when you taste them, though, which one tastes better? I like that sweetness. Genuine does not like sweetness apparently because they're drinking distilled water. Doesn't sound very sweet at all. Big A says, I think the history of Dr. Pepper was that someone asked a soda jerk to make something special, so he put every flavor syrup in it. So that's why it has so many flavors. Really, I know Dr. Pepper. If you go back to the date, it was actually created before Coca-Cola. They were,
hot Dr. Pepper is the bomb.
yeah. What is it?
Hot Dr. Pepper.
Pop Dr. Pepper?
No, hot. You cook it on a stove like hot chocolate, but it's hot
Why?
Dr. Pepper.
Ew. But why?
That's how they used to drink it back in the day.
Who? Who's we? You and
Everybody. That was like mainstream. Not even in my day. I'm talking like, what was it?
anybody in the chat? Has anybody in the
Like
chat?
Adam,
I've
what was
never
it,
heard of
Adam
this in my
Bomb
life.
days.
You
It was like
heat
back
up
in
your
the
Dr.
six.
Pepper and drink it.
Yeah, it was. People used to heat up their Dr. Pepper, man.
Weird. I'm almost interested. I'm intrigued. Genuine says, anyone own SodaStream? I don't know what that means. Pretty sure you paid 900 for a Coke NFT vault. Coke wins. I did pay 900. How'd you know that? I did pay 900 for the secret rare Coca-Cola and then sold it back for like 300 after it crashed. Yeah, Joke Cola. We got some old people in here, y'all. Shout out to Smurf Dab's Cactus Cooler. Sounds familiar. I'm not
See,
exactly sure
hot
what it
Dr.
is.
Pepper and a scoop of ice cream. Dennis O'Connor knows, bro. It's an OG
Hot
right
Dr.
there.
Pepper. Now, I'm all about some root beer floats from A&W, but I don't know about no hot Dr. Pepper. Y'all drinking some weird stuff in here. Hot Dr. Pepper. All right, guys, we got this 12 furlong race coming up, the Scrapple Allowance. I got my horse Joker in here. Hopefully Joker can pull off the victory. That's who we put our bet on. And after this, we got about 2 more races, maybe even 3. We're going to be live a few extra minutes tonight, so we can watch that race at 9:03 that me and a couple other homies in the chat are in. And apparently I'm going to go buy me a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper. How do you make it? You put it in a pot on the stove is what you're saying?
Yeah, you just like you make it like you're warming up milk. Same way.
Dennis O'Connor makes a good point. Mo knows. It's not Mo guesses. It's Mo
It's true.
knows. All right. It's race time, y'all. Good luck if you're in it.
And one thing I would love some input on, maybe after the race, is a good buddy of mine puts cheese on his cereal, and I want to be able to clip it and just show him how crazy he is. But he puts cheese on like Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles. Just think about that for a minute.
As we segue into the race, horses are behind the gate. 12-horse field, locked and loaded. And away they go here in the Scrapple allowance as Cox's Bay gets the better of it from the inside and runs alongside Usain Bolt, who tucks along in for second. And it's Go Big Red in third here. Then comes Barshaba in fourth and Walnuts in fifth with Marco Polo in sixth here as they make their way into the clubhouse turn in this 12 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. As Barbarian continues to show the way here, but has an early challenger on the outside, and that's Usain Bolt now, as Usain Bolt comes up for awkward eye contact. And unlike the awkward eye contact that couldn't make it to a race, this one goes right on by and now takes the lead. As Usain Bolt now is your new leader, who leads by 2 over Cox's Bay, who decides to tuck in down at the rail. And wait to see what happens here as they're going 12 furlongs as they pass the wire for the first time. Everybody wave to your leader. That's Usain Bolt. As Usain Bolt now holds steady here by 3 over Barshaba, and on the extreme outside, that's Marco Polo now carrying 2 pounds, but advances from 6 and moves up into third. Then down on the rail, that's still Cox's Bay, your one-time leader in fourth, with Walnuts, who just got blown off the board as Joker now. Joker, the hometown favorite, starts to get gears going, moves up into fifth in front of Tamia Commissaria. As Tamia Commissaria now in sixth and off the board, which is great because I didn't want to read that name again. But it's Little Ricky now, your new sixth place runner. 3/4 in the books, 114. And it's Usain Bolt. The Speedy Gray continues to show the way here, but has a challenger on the outside of Marco Polo now, who starts to be a little more aggressive and splitting horses. That's Joker. Joker now looked to stick a nose in front, but denied, instant denied, as Usain Bolt now pulls away once again. New challenger, that's Cox's Bay, who pulls off the rail now and goes up alongside the leader. And Joker starts to get another head of steam and takes another crack at it as he moves up into third here on the extreme outside. 1 1/4 in the books, 2:03 as they make their way into the final turn. And this has been a long one, but we have a threesome up front of Joker and Cox's Bay alongside Usain Bolt on the outside. And Usain Bolt now is fading as Joker continues to move on. And it's Joker with one more challenger to beat as Joker makes his way into the final 8th pole. It's Joker and Cox's Bay on the inside rail, but it's going to be Joker taking this one over Cox's Bay and Usain Bolt.
Let's go. Shout out to the Joker. That's a chat winner, baby. Joker with his 5th win of his career in I think 10 races, maybe 9. I have to check to be sure.
That was an impressive race.
Yeah, 12 furlong race. Haven't ran him that long yet. Do you think that might be his distance, or do you think that it was just the competition? Would you try? I guess I'll try to run him at 12 maybe a few more times and see how he does.
Yeah, and you can check the the fleet figures.
Yeah, check.
We got
fleet figures for
54 seconds until next race.
Yep, I'm getting it set up right now. This is the grade 1. This is the major race coming up. Good luck if you're in this one for sure. It's a 5 furlong sprint. Grade 1 race. It's raining out there. You can see Big Time Stables is in here. I see Golden Stables, Golden Boot Stables, OEB, Wolof, Big Time's in there again. Doing Dig It. That's a new name I haven't seen before. A new stable in there. Alejandro's in here with Prodigy. This is a grade 1. This is a big race, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Yeah, Joker gets the win. One of my better horses. And he's actually the bottom horse when it comes to all my S's. I feel like they're listed in order from... I don't know exactly why they're listed in order, but it has something to do with how fast they are or their stats in some way. And Joker seems to be getting...
Well, it could be their boosts.
Oh,
it could be their stat boosts, yeah.
Got you. All right, guys. Good luck if you're in this grade 1 race. Oh, crap.
Yeah, especially with how they're assigned from the parents, but...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all ages, major race time here as we got 2 more races to go on the night. As they're off in the Doctor's 30 Stakes, and it's Supernova who jumps out to the lead in front of Bandito, and then down at the rail, that's Prodigy who gets out well here in third. And back in between horses, it's Cheesy Chicken. Then comes Kazan in 5th, followed by Meadows Groupie. Meadows Groupie is in 6th here. Only about 4 lengths off the leader, though, and now starts to advance up the rail as they make their way into the first and only turn. Opening quarter in the books, 23 and change, and they are cruising, and they're all trying to catch Bandito. as Bandito shows the way here over Supernova, as Supernova now starts to lose some traction here on the outside, but Bandito just cuts that turn like a pro, and just like that, they're already shaking him up and heading for home. And it's Bandito now. Oh, and just like that, Bandito has been sniped from Fib. Ooh, hate to see it, but Supernova is trying to take advantage, and Supernova with Meadows groupie to the wire. It's gonna be Supernova getting bailed out by the injury bug over Meadows groupie and Vesper V5 V2.
Wow, amazing race there, especially in a grade 1 to be winning that well. Maybe they were stretching out and then they get sniped. They take the injury while being in lead. All the horses passed by, and then it was OEB with Supernova who ends up getting the win. And then Meadows is one of the famous horses for this beta. Apparently Meadows has a groupie. Meadows groupie gets second place. Yeah, that's crazy. If that was my horse,
Man,
I'd be mad. I'd be like, no
if I'm
way.
Supernova, I'm sending the freaking medical bill
Yeah, really.
over to pay for the horse. Holy crap.
No doubt. All right, let's get this next race set up. We're going to stay up a little bit late on this one for this next race because we got a couple of homies that are in it, including me, and it starts in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's go through the horses real quick and see who's in this one. It's the Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. Looks like it's raining and sprinkling a little bit. 9 furlong race. We got Volar from Lack Stables, Attila's Slop from Big Brain Stables, Saturn's Quest from D Stables, Freeze Frame from Wolof, Blue Vein from Black Type Stables. We got Moon Feet from Fleet Feet, Arachnophilia from Silk Road Stables, and then me and Dane K are going at it one-on-one. Charlie Horse versus Omi Billionaire. Even though Dane K is the one who sent me Omi Billionaire, I'm about to take out his horse with his own horse. Omi Billionaire versus Charlie Horses one-on-one. Should get interesting. All right, Mo. What do you know, Mo? You got anything going on this week? You doing anything special on your channel? I know you've been putting out more videos recently about Photo Finish Live.
Yeah, but trying to get some feedback, trying to think of some new little segments I could do that just kind of maybe gets us ready for the weekend. Again, I try to do, just a quick recap of the races from the Crown Derby. Do a little bit of the third time Derby recap. Look ahead at the one coming up. There's really not much to look at. I mean, again, that's what I'm trying to work out the kinks. But yeah, we got a couple episodes out, so every week look to put that out on like Thursday. I'm shooting for Thursday.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea to start putting out information on your channel about Photo Finish Live so that people who are learning about the game and even so the OGs can keep up with what's going on if they're not racing every single day and they want a quick reminder or a quick update of what's going on in the community. Big A says, my horses got wrecked. I think I need longer races for them. Congrats to the chat winners. We had lots of chat winners tonight, actually. Mo has a channel. Can you link it? Yes, it is linked in the description. I could probably pull it up. We got 40 seconds. It's simply titled Mo Knows. Hopefully it'll pull up for me over here on the left. I gotta see if I can't find Mo. I got like 30 seconds. The pressure's on. There's Mo Knows. Look for the icon. And of course it's YouTube/@MoKnows. Very easy to find.
Appreciate that.
No problem. Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to Mo for sure. Mo's been putting out some good PFL content. I'm hoping to put out a tutorial pretty soon on how to get started on Photo Finish Live if I can get around to it. My kid is on that Roblox 24/7, so it's hard to get.
I assume you'll be live for the drop tomorrow?
And I will be live for tomorrow's drop, absolutely. All right, guys, good luck in this race if you're in it. Here we go.
All right. Horses are at the gate. Time for the nightcap. Thank you to anyone that subscribes to YouTube. Appreciate that. 9-horse field, and they're off in the Blue Ridge Restricted Stakes. Awkward start for Attila's Slop, but looks to regain control there. Hate to see it, but his Saturn Quest loves to see it as he runs out to the lead. And it's Moon Feet alongside Arachnophilia in third. And it's Valar, also got good early speed here down at the rail in fourth, with Freeze Frame in fifth. And it's Blue Vein in sixth here early on as they make their way into the clubhouse turn. 9 furlongs, heading right on the dirt, soft track. It's raining out here. Seems like it's always raining, but we keep them running anyway because that's how we do it. But Arachnophilia is loving the slop as he continues to move along here with a half-length lead over Moon Feet down on the inside. In a break of 2, that's the next pair of Freeze Frame and Valaire having their own little mini war. And it's Blue Vein runs along in fifth with Attila's Slop after that horrendous start. Now flying up the rail to take 5th place. As we move our way down the backstretch, half mile in the books, 49 and change. A new leader has emerged as it's Valar and Arachnophilia duking it out here. Mono A Swine as Arachnophilia regains the lead over Valar down at the rail. And a break of two, that's Blue Vein, who passes on the outside of Attila Slop. Attila Slop with the even money post time favorite, trying to prove their worth here, and now runs up in the second with a nice little surge up the rail. What's going to happen here as we make our way into the final turn? It's Arachnophilia looking to hold on the new contender of Attila's Slop. Then it's Blue Vein from in between horses. Then on the outside, it's Freeze Frame. Freeze Frame now is taking the lead. Blue Vein digs in, giving it all she got, Captain. But it's Freeze Frame into the final 100. And it's going to be Attila's Slop on the rail, but not today. It's going to be Freeze Frame at 99 to 1. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Attila Slop and Blue Vein in third.
Shout out to the homie Wolof, the Bandito gets the win on that last race of the night. I was waiting for Omi Billionaire to make a move at the end there. It looked like he wanted to, but he never did get going and came in 5th place there. I don't know about Omi Billionaire. Still got to work on finding that perfect distance for him. All right, guys, that's the end of Saturday night at the races. I appreciate y'all hanging out and racing with us. As always, we'll be live again next Friday and next Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you'd like to support the stream, Mo has some really cool NFTs that he's created that you can buy that helps to support the stream. So
yes, good
want
plug.
to learn more
good
about
plug.
that, just get a hold of Mo on Discord or on Twitter, and he will give you all the information you need. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Mo, for calling the races. Great job on the calls tonight, my man, and I will see you next week.
Yeah, man, good stuff. Appreciate you as always. Chat. Have a good night, good weekend, and see you guys for the VB drops.
Good luck on your races later, homies. Thank you for that super chat, Dan K. Let's go. Way to end the
Peace.
night.